Welcome back to Resistance at the Threshold, session 23, entitled In Atma. Last session, the group was fighting the Abbess on top of her Abbey. She called forth powerful magics, um, but despite her best efforts, Morax was able to touch the Chronomancer's tome with the Narpus sword, sending both irrevocably back to where they came. The fight continues thereafter because the abbess is not happy, and she would like for everyone that has wronged her in this to die. Um, she has our focus on two spells at current, which is part of her Chronomancer's knowledge. She's currently focused on Spirit Guardians and the spell Slow, which is still affecting Mikhail. Additionally, Shield of Faith is currently on Casey, and Spiritual Weapon is currently active and will be for another 8 turns. Shield of Faith has 7 turns remaining, as it was cast 1 turn before the Spiritual Weapon. The only person who's not on the icy roof at current is our rat folk friend, who just got over a long hiatus due to the whole person spell. I apologize again, John, for your super happy fun times last session. And I believe that is everything. There is a bardic inspiration die floating around, though. Who had that?
Kevin.
That's right. So
Well, I wasn't sure of that because I think
Yeah,
that yellow
you-
dot meant that I had
yellow dots
slowed.
for slow, but the
Yeah.
inspiration is something that is active because you have yet to use it successfully.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
That
Okay.
sounds good.
So we start the initiative with the Abbess.
All right.
Will. She will, seeing that Evangeline is a problem due to the number of spells that she's kind of moving about and the healing she's providing, will cast a spell using her last 4th level slot. I would like for you, Magpie, to go ahead and make me it's charisma saving throw. Let me double check. Charisma saving throw, please. That working for you? There it goes. Okay. So at that, you will watch as her focus on the slow spell fades, not having gotten as many people as she would have liked, and she shifts it to banishment. She banishes Evangeline from this realm into a pocket dimension. All right.
WTF, right?
Now, you're still concentrating on Shield of Faith. It still remains. However, because you're no longer on the same plane as Spiritual Weapon, you cannot direct it because you cannot see where it is.
Can it still just keep attacking whatever's in that square?
Nope, because it's a bonus action from you to do it, and you can't do it unless you can see it.
Makes sense.
That's it for her turn. It'll go to Mikhail. You feel yourself speed up, but you also start your turn inside of her Spiritual Guardians, which means you take only 7 necrotic damage, and then you can take your turn as normal. And you should be able to see that Spiritual Guardian's aura now, right? The purple circle around her?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, good. It wasn't showing last time. So, what would you like to do there, Kevin?
Sorry, I had just muted myself right before you called on me. All right. You said I took 7 damage. Let me do that first.
Yeah, 7 necrotic.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not resistant to necrotic damage. All right. Oh, gosh. I am going to move over here. And I have a question. Can I use my the ability I have where I can use like a bonus action to do a bunch of different things? One of them was disengage, right?
Yeah, disengage is a bonus action, correct.
Yeah, for me it is. Yeah, so I'll use disengage. I'll move over there so I don't get attacked by that stupid spirit or whatever that is. And I will attack the abbess with my dagger.
Where are you moving to?
I was here. I was here and I moved here so I could attack her, right?
Oh, okay. Got it.
So I will attack her with my special dagger, dragon tooth dagger. Let's do this. All right, let me click that. Oh wait, I'm at the wrong spot. Sorry. All right, so I'm gonna attack her. Boom. I can't see what it did. Not good. A natural one. Do I have advantage for any reason? No, I do not. All right. Bummer. I guess even if I use my my inspiration, that's not going to matter. But what if I'm not going to use my other inspiration. That's not a crit or anything. So all right.
Okay.
Anyways, I guess I will just try to make it look like I didn't try to attack her.
The only person who would have probably seen it at this juncture would have been Morax. And on his initiative, he can judge you or ignore it at his pleasure. Your turn.
All right.
I'm going to free action. I've got his magic dagger. I forget what kind of dagger it was. His magic dagger in one hand.
Oh, it's a combat dagger. Are you going to use it?
Yes, I am.
Because if you use it, you can do either slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing. So you can pick which one you want.
Ooh, okay.
That's the nice thing about it.
Nice.
Plus, it was magical. That was a close combat dagger I had.
I'm going to use a free action. Last turn, I put my great sword away, and this turn, I'm going to pull out that ghost axe that I had written down. What kind of axe is that?
Battle axe. And it functions identically to a regular battle axe, except that it weighs nothing, and it is magical.
Okay, but there's no +1?
No bonus, nope.
Okay, I'm just going to drop that into my thing. Come on. Anyway, I will take a swing at her with the battle axe first. If the thing would open up nicely. One-handed.
That'll miss.
That sucks. And then okay. How does two-weapon fighting work with a fighter that doesn't have the thing? I know you can offhand attack normally, but do I get multiple attacks with my right hand and then one with my offhand?
Two-weapon fighting works as such. If you have two light weapons, you can attack with the second one, the offhand one, as a bonus action.
This might not be light.
But since you're wielding a battle axe, which is not light, you cannot use the dagger offhanded.
Ah, shit.
Both weapons have to be light. There is a feat that allows you to use non-light weapons. It's called Dual Wielder, I believe. And then the two-weapon fighting style says that the offhand attack won't do your ability modifier damage, but if you have the two-weapon fighting style, both attacks do your ability modifier damage. So in this instance, you're stuck with a dagger in hand. However, I will let you know, and the attack roll remains the same, but since the dagger isn't yours, and you're focused on swinging with two hands, you can just drop the dagger and then swing with the axe two-handed. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's one roll that didn't do anything.
Fair enough. Roll a D1, and you'll have a second attack, but roll a D100 just for my laughing. Okay.
Just for your pleasure.
So that's higher than 50. So what ends up happening is when you drop the dagger and kind of grab the axe, Mikhail kind of watches it falling, and you see it impale into the ice on the roof and kind of stick into the shingles of the roof. So it doesn't hit and slide off. Instead, it just hits and kind of sticks.
Okay. So it's just like right beneath.
Yeah, Mikhail could reach down as a item interaction and pick it up if he wanted to on his initiative. Okay, second attack.
Cool. Second attack, two-handed it.
That'll hit. And you are attacking the abbess, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. She seems annoyed by this. All right. It'll go to Okrin. You are currently either 45 or 50 feet below them, depending on angling. Unless you were still on the balcony when we ended, right? John? You're muted.
Good.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I was. Yep. So I'll go here. Then I'll dash to get up to. If I'm 50 feet up with a 35, I should be able to get to here.
Yeah. That's a dash.
Yep. Straight up the wall. And I actually did have a Bardic Inspiration dice.
You can actually go there. I will let you know that because you dashed onto the icy surface, you have a climb speed, so I'll give you advantage on this, but go ahead and make either acrobatics or athletics your choice.
Sweet.
Since you're climbing. Okay, so yeah, it is very slippery, so you're kind of pawing in a bit more than, you would normally. Your claws are kind of sinking into the ice, and you can feel the, just maybe a couple of centimeters of the tips kind of gripping into the roof itself.
Right. Oh, did you hear me say the
bonus action?
Bardic Inspiration dice?
Oh, yeah.
I have that as well. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. So 2 people.
I just didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt earlier.
No worries. Yeah, when I asked if you folks had it, you should have. That would have been good. But yeah, it's fine. I got you. So Mikhail and the Okran have it. All right. So Dahave, it is your initiative. 2 wraiths had just moved upon you last round, I believe.
Okay. So, I don't know. I have no way of prioritizing my life at this point. So this is
sorry. One thing, just in case it comes to desperation, the balcony down below is a 20-foot height.
Okay.
So if you jump from the rooftop, it'll be a 40-foot fall.
So this is at this guy here.
Okay.
I need a wisdom save.
1 second here. Okay. It will fail.
All right. So
fail, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. Okay.
Take your 12 damage, and then you move away from me.
It will fly straight out. It actually moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Just because I'm going to kind of make this easier for our tracking purposes, it's going to go like so.
Cool.
They can book it. All right. Dahave, you still have movement and a bonus action.
I think that's it. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Casey.
I think we all know what Casey's doing.
Rocket?
Rocket at this guy here.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. It is very wounded, but it does not discorporate as of yet. And all right. Moving on to them. So the one that remains will attack Dahave. The 4 that are surrounding her. I'll go with 1 against Morax, 1 against Okran, 1 against Casey, and 1 against Mikhail. Okay, I swear. You have a 12 armor class. I genuinely don't fucking get it. Like, I'm really annoyed. And that'll miss against Okran. Oh, wait, do I have advantage against you? No, you didn't attack. So no reckless. Okay, so that's a miss. And then against Morax, that's a miss.
Yeah.
Against Mikhail, that is a. What do you have? 16?
15.
Okay, so that's a hit. So you will take 22 necrotic damage. And I need you to
I
make
am unconscious.
Constitution
No.
saving throw, first off, and then second off, I
Alright.
need you to make a D100 roll.
Oh no, I'm gonna fall off into the abyss. Ooh, very bad.
You lose 22 off the top, so your maximum hit points are reduced by 22 as well.
Ooh, ouch, that hurts.
Wow.
All right,
And then the D100.
Oh boy.
D100. Do I want to get high or low? Could you tell me? What's best?
So
I know my answer.
there is
I would say high.
there
I
is
want
a
to get really high.
60% chance you fly off the roof. So if
Okay.
you roll
You'll find
61
out.
through 100, you're fine.
Can I grab the dagger as I fly off the roof?
You're not conscious.
You're unconscious.
I think I would do it unconsciously. All right, let's see what happens.
Spoderman. Okay, so
88.
He's just
happens-
honk shoeing.
what
That's pretty
happens is,
high.
Morax,
Muscle memory.
just so you see what happens, you watch him kind of like turn kind of pale and kind of start like spinning backwards and falling. As he hits, you watch his cloak kind of catch on the dagger and his feet fly off the edge, and he's currently hanging more in a state of being kind of here. He is prone. You can see that the dagger and the cloak are connected. It looks like the dagger shifts in its place, and it doesn't look like it's going to remain there forever. Like it's not supportive of his weight due to it have just being dropped. All right, eventually this is turn one of you being banished, but you aren't just hanging out there doing nothing. Get the target. Get the target. Yeah, you are just sitting there doing nothing. Actually, sorry, there's no.
Does it look like anything?
So you're basically in this gray state. Like it goes forever, and it seems like you're standing and there's gravity, and it's very familiar kind of feeling. There's air. It feels like you kind of came with your surroundings in that regard, but no material. And it just feels like you're in this demi-plane that hasn't been fully formed.
So it's just like everything is green screen.
Yeah, it's a harmless demi-plane. It's basically just muted and a place where
You're in the John zone
yeah,
over here.
the John zone. This is where I formulate my creations. But yeah,
Mhm.
since your turn kind of continues unoccupied, that'll be one of 10. So there are 9 more turns before you come back. Remember, concentration is in effect, so if you can knock her concentration, so much the better. But keep in mind, any DC 15 or lower for concentration that she is forced to make, she automatically succeeds. So
What
eventually
a
done.
bastard.
Before it goes to her turn, actually no, she'll go straight to her turn, ignoring the legendary. She will. I think I'm going to do a narrative play instead of a active one. She's going to kick the dagger. Morax,
Cannot. Wait,
go
what?
ahead and ask your question. I know what it is.
Well, okay. She's attacking someone within 5 feet.
Technically, it's an object, but
me-
yeah, I'll allow it. Go ahead and sentinel if you'd like.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack her.
But before you do,
Okay.
I will let you know unless you put her down, she will finish her action and kick the dagger. I will allow you a reaction to try and save him if you'd prefer to do that.
Oh, okay.
So make your
yeah,
choice.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Save the dagger. That was my father's dagger.
All right. So what I need from you is a dexterity saving throw, Morax, as she kicks the dagger.
No.
Oh, no, not a D100. Oh, sorry. I'm way... Oh, that's low. Okay. And then, roll...
Wait a minute. Could I give him my inspiration
It
to
won't
try to
help on
roll
a 9
again?
and a 6. It's not a
Oh,
roll
so
again.
a 6 won't work. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, won't work.
Okay, so I need, Kevin, once again, I need a D100 from you.
All right. Do I want to roll real high or real low? I think I know what I want to roll. Let's
Same
get
thing.
this going. 3 out of 100?
Oh
Holy
boy.
shit! I probably spontaneously explode or something.
Not that. That's
All right.
not.
That's
Or
really
actually,
hard to roll that.
You
high.
drop to your knee and kind of dive out for the cloak to try and grab a hold of it as the dagger kind of flies up in the air, and you watch as Mikhail kind of slides down right off the roof. As you kind of slide towards the edge, you kind of catch a hold of the lip of it, and you watch as Mikhail's body falls down about 80 feet and hit harshly
Oh, that's bad.
here. It looks like it racks his body on the rock 70 feet below you, and you can actually see blood kind of shoot out of his mouth as he hits. You'll fail one death saving throw, Mikhail, as you lie there pulverized on the stone.
Is it? How much damage is it?
So I'm just going with the one death saving throw failure.
Okay.
I'm being very kind.
Yeah, I don't need the answer to that question. Now that I've asked it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right. We can move forward.
Yeah, actually, it could have been a lot.
It goes to your initiative, and you need to make a death saving throw. And if you do roll a 1, you are dead. That is a thing that will happen. So,
please don't.
All right.
Is Mikhail in midair?
Can you use
laying on the rocks?
I fell 80 feet. It's not good. Can I use my inspiration to roll again?
I think inspiration.
Just a question.
No.
Can you click Bardic Inspiration for me real quick?
I don't have it, but
that'll
have
not you.
To be,
I'm talking about Dahabe.
All right, I'm gonna roll a death save.
Yeah.
I kind of like the all like building up suspense here. All right, let's see what it says. All right. Anyways, while you're thinking of that, I'm gonna roll because if I roll,
there's nothing against it being rolled.
18.
Success.
That's really good.
So it's a natural 20 that would get you back up with 1 hit point. So there's no need to roll Bardic.
Right.
So that's 1 success, 1 failure on your.
All right, I'm doing good. I'm 1 for 1, guys. That's pretty good for the death stuff.
Morax, I will state that because of the dive and move, you are currently in the prone position where you dove to. Okay.
I'm sorry, Morax.
So it is your initiative.
I'm taking you down with me.
Keep in mind movement on the roof, as we discussed. It's very difficult terrain, so it's 2 additional squares for each square you move.
Unless I still have
You're still flying.
6 rounds of flight.
Yep.
Does it still take half my movement to? What the hell?
To get up. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean, what the hell? I'm that close. These guys. I guess. Shit. I'll get up and pop over there and try to hit her again.
Oh, sorry. At the start of your turn, you would have taken 9 half 4 necrotic damage, and that hit will work. Let me see that damage.
4.
All right.
Oof. And again.
Ooh,
Yay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see
over
if I can do a
15.
thing that increases
Yeah.
that damage.
Increase the damage, please.
That.
Any maneuver,
I don't think I do.
Any maneuver that says damage, there's a bunch of them. Doesn't even.
Well, I've got. I don't have any that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, shit. Yes, I do. Fuck. Yeah, I'll use a maneuvering attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Add that.
Roll the dice twice. Does it crit? Right. So that is a total of 11,
21.
and 10 is 21, which halved is still 10, so she ignores the Constitution saving throw.
Also, when I score a critical hit, she has disadvantage on all attack rolls until the start of my next turn.
Oh, very cool.
And I don't know, someone can move 10 feet without having an opportunity to attack if they want to.
Okay. Dahabe would probably be cool with that. I would say that 10 feet would actually not be useful here, because remember, each square is 15 feet.
Yeah.
All right, Morax then. Good turn. Okrin, you're up.
All right, I will rage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna do my. This will do my bite as the form change, but then I will attack with the start exterior twice.
Against.
The abyss.
Okay.
And I'll do it recklessly.
Yeah. Hit. Hit. So that'll be 11, and that'll be 15. Okay. Again, not forcing any con saving throws on her. In between Okrin and Dahave, she is going to use her legendary actions to cast a leveled spell. Using her last 3rd level spell, she will cast Cure Wounds. Any reactions?
A fucking dick.
Is she gonna cast that on me? Because I'll take it.
Aw, that's nice of her.
She felt bad.
She would, buddy. But
She's
you're
like,
not,
oh shit. I thought I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Well, no, she would, but you're out of range.
Out of range.
I know.
That's the reason. That's the
That's
reason,
the
yeah.
only reason, of course.
Okay.
Yep.
So she heals herself as her legendary action. After that, it'll go to Dahave.
Okay, I'm gonna target this guy here. Okay.
Oh, and sorry, I forgot. Okrin, before you rage, you would have taken 11 points of necrotic damage for the Spiritual Guardians.
Hell yeah.
Right. Targeting, you said this one here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Failure. It will be required to move away from you directly up. It has fly speed, so it's going to fly straight up 60 feet. Something I forgot. They're actually immune to it. So yeah, they'll fly 60 feet straight up. They'll provoke opportunity attacks from Casey and Okrin. That'll miss. And Okrin, if you'd like to take your reaction to swing. That will hit. And your weapon's not silver, right? So that'll be 4 damage. Okay, it moves straight up 60 feet. Alright. Dahave done. Wailing and screaming, kind of causing the wind to be filled with this agonizing scream. Casey, you're up.
Casey will rocket now that there's a straight path.
I'll move him here just so we know.
Yeah. And then 1 and a 2 and a 3.
That will miss.
I'll burn another key point.
Also missing.
Yeah. But 1, 2.
12 and 12.
And that's also +6 on both of those attacks because
That's
I'm next to
the same.
3 enemies.
Alright, solid shit. Very, very good. Casey done, it'll go to the Wraiths. Screaming on its way back. This one will fly to here. Mashing off with Dahave. The Abbess looks to you as you kind of rocket into her side, kind of looking down at you in anger, and kind of points. And as she does so, the 2 Wraiths kind of turn their attention towards you. And then this one here will shift. Oh, oops, spiritual weapon. Will shift to here, and will assault you there. Morax. So I've got 2 on Casey and 1 on Morax and 2 on Dahave. 2 for Dahave. That's more like it. Hit and hit. So for the first attack, you'll be taking 14. For the second attack, you'll be taking a lot more than that. So you'll be knocked unconscious. I need a con saving throw for both. In second one. So in total, it would have been a total of 35 points of damage. Let me double check. Your hit points maximum. Yeah. So your hit point maximum is reduced by 35. Dahave. And you're knocked unconscious. And then as we did with Mikhail, go ahead and make a D100 roll.
You want me to make a D100 roll?
No, as we did with you.
I
she
thought you
showed her
could.
make a D100 roll.
All right, makes sense.
Okay. So you slide beneath the wraith and drop about 40 feet, hitting the roof, taking 1 failed death saving throw. As you are knocked off of the roof. And it will go to Evangeline, who is stuck in Oblivion. It'll go to her. She will. Oh, sorry, the other attacks. Miss against Morax. Miss. And hit against Casey.
With Shield of Faith?
Yeah, it hits a 21.
Great. Cool.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be a total of 21 necrotic damage. And I need a con save. So that will be...
Burning my inspiration.
Okay, we'll take it. Mikhail, death saving throw?
How 21, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, let's do this.
That's 20, let's go.
14, a
Two
natural
six-
14.
2 successes, though. One more success, and you will just be lying on the rocks, not dead. Stable.
But wishing you were.
Yeah, I'll just be chilling.
Wake up 2 days from now alone on the rocks, not knowing what happened.
I'm back.
Well, the better part of Valor, I'll just look out. As he looks down, he sees all his friends, like, cascaded off of him.
Just scattered.
Yeah.
5 more splats.
She just took her time. She's like, oh, he's dead. I mean, I'm not going to check. What's the point?
So 80 feet is a long way to go climbing down a cliffside.
That is.
Oh, yeah. So it'll be Morak, sorry.
Oh fuck. I'm just gonna keep on
Hitting her.
hitting her. Slappy slap.
Slapper.
Hit.
Right in the face.
Good.
Okay.
And ooh,
Got another superiority die?
yes. I'll do the same one. Just maneuvering, whatever it's called. Maneuvering attack. That's what it's called.
Yep.
But there's 2 of those.
So 25. Still not enough to get her break of concentration.
And
However,
again, she has disadvantage.
with the first attack, you hit her in the knee, and she drops low, opening her neck and chest area for that second attack. Tell me what you do.
Oh shit! I like knock her down to the ground, like opening up her attack, and I like see like a break in her armor or something, and remembering what she just did to Mikhail, what she's been doing to everyone, what she's been trying to do, I aim real closely for the slot in her chest, and I just bring this axe down, going right through it, and plunge it straight through her heart
With an axe. Straight
with the
in.
axe. Yeah.
As it hits, you watch her kind of shriek in agony and kind of like launch in this very not natural way, kind of into this racked position. The axe very quickly kind of gets shunted back from her, and you see her body, the hole in her chest, kind of like remain open. The blood shooting out doesn't do so in a natural fashion. It seems to be slowly exiting her body like she was in this slow-mo state. And you can see her in this pure sense of agony, and you can actually see parts of her body start to peel away from the extremities first, and it seems like it's all moving towards the middle. She looks at you with a pleading face, and she says, please save me. And you can hear her voice hundreds and hundreds of times, as if she's saying this in an infinite number of instances of this happening. Spiritual Guardians goes away. You would have taken 6 points after having from it before you attacked her, so take that 6 damage. But she is currently deceased. However, she will remain on the battlefield as she is still technically there, dying.
Death echoes.
You reappear, Evangeline. Now, I as can be seen, I am a proven jerk. You obviously were on different footing in the extra-dimensional space than what you returned to. So I would like for you to make either an acrobatics or athletics check.
Oh no! Oh no!
I love
Honestly,
it.
it does make sense.
I
I'm not
love it.
even gonna.
Yeah, no, it makes
You
sense.
said
I love it.
But fuck me for doing it, right?
acrobatics or strength.
Depends on how this roll
Athletics
goes.
or acrobatics, your choice. All right. So roll a d100.
Ooh, can I give her my inspiration?
You
since
can
I'm
if you
dead?
want.
I'll do it. Yeah, I don't want the
Well,
matriarch
Do you
falling off.
have,
A
do you have
Bardic or-
inspiration, or do you have bardic inspiration?
I have like the inspiration, the inspiration one.
Okay, then you can use that.
I'll use
Okay.
that because I
20
don't want her to fall off the roof.
20 is sufficient. You kind of hit the ground and you can feel like this kind of parting, like it's going to kind of spread you both
Like my
ways.
legs start just
Yeah.
going.
But you immediately kind of like, force your knees inwards and kind of
Yeah.
buckle and plant and kind of drop yourself low and see the situation that you're appearing in. Not much has changed. However, the dynamic in the middle of the fray is very different than when you were last here.
Like I'm literally just picturing her like almost like in freeze motion, like stop motion with like just literally blood drops in the air.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
there's this strange kind of like presence of this very slow kind of just falling apart. Like she's being from
Yeah.
the edges outwards kind of being torn apart. The fabric of her is being ripped apart. So Morax, that's your turn unless you have something else you want to do. You still have a bonus action technically and you still have movement. Chris.
Oh.
If you'd like to move or bonus action.
Oh, these wraith dudes are still here.
You betcha.
If I move away, they're all gonna slap me. Was that my first attack? Oh no, that was my second one.
Yeah, you hit the knee and buckled her and then slam into the chest.
Yeah, yep. I'm going to hold my ground.
Okay. Morax done. Okrin, you are up. The wraiths still seem to be functioning as they did before she fell. You do watch Dahabe's power slide off the side of the roof onto the roof below. You did watch Mikhail get, as he did, Superman'd off the edge as well. So
Right. And we don't need to worry about her, or
you don't know what's going on with her. There's just this physical body that's currently in this very strange temporal state of like movement, but it seems like to you, looking at it, you can't really make heads or tails of what's happening to her.
can I stab it?
Go ahead.
Can I stab her twice?
Sure. That happens. There are more holes in her, and the blood seems to kind of exit her body in a similar fashion to the axe wound.
I was going to use a bonus action to get onto Skitter, so I move 40.
Okay.
And then I was gonna take off down the to go try to find Mikhail.
So this will provoke a number of opportunity attacks.
Yep, and I get +2 AC to each one.
Cool.
Which would make it 19.
All right. So the first one swings, that will miss, and the second one swings, that will hit. You will take 15 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con saving throw.
Well, this will be fun. Just launch.
Yeah, so you're fine on that. And then movement-wise, because you have a climb speed, as we discussed, you're not dealing with the difficult terrain aspects. You're just moving across it naturally. But on the descent, treat everything as difficult terrain because of the wind. So 5, 10, 15 is where you at the start, and then how much more movement do you have? You said 40, so 25. You can make it down 10 feet, so he's about 70 feet out of reach. Good.
Okay. Oh shit, 70? Okay.
Yeah, he fell 80.
Yeah, he fell 80 feet.
Oh god, holy shit.
Yeah, I fell pretty far down there.
The best way I can describe how it looks, since you're the first person to look at it, there's like a nice craggy rock, and if you've ever seen like the Lord of the Rings like special features when Saruman is thrown off of Isengard, that's kind of what he looks like, just broken over it, like he slammed right on his back on the rock. There wasn't a spire or anything; it didn't shoot through him, but like just
right.
kind of.
He's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken over the edge of it, like Batman and Bane. Okay, solid turn. Don't have a death saving throw. That's one more failure, so you have a total of 2. Casey.
We're gonna attack and rocket at the one in front of Evangeline.
Oh, okay, got it. That'll miss. That'll hit.
And I'll burn another key point.
Also hit it. So 3 in.
Boom, boom, boom.
15, so 7, and 3, and 5, plus you are adjacent to 2, so that'd be 4 each. So 4, 4, 4.
Only on the first one.
Oh, sorry.
It's only for weapon attacks, so only on the first one I get +4.
Just 2 then. Because it'll have. Okay. Cool. They immediately kind of turn their attention towards Morax.
Oh, don't do that.
Casey, if you'd like to make an opportunity attack, you may.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'll hit.
That one's +4.
So that'll be 9. Okay. They rush him. It seems like they kind of swirl about him for a moment, and they just kind of start lashing at him. There seems to be a bit more rage in their faces, and you can actually see the shadow kind of peeling away to show like an ethereal face, a death mask of the people who were made to create them. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks against Morax. Miss, 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 hit, miss, hit. All right. So the first one will do pretty solid roll on the damage. 31 necrotic, so half will be 15.
Ooh.
The second one not so good on the rolls. 12 necrotic, half will be 6. And I need a Constitution saving throw from you on both accounts.
Oh. Okay, and
Good.
Okay.
You can, being a child of a topaz, breeding, you understand the nature of necrotic energy. They're not just pushing forth death; they're using that gap that they're creating in that essence of death to pull your life away. But you strengthen yourself and kind of steel yourself against it. Eventually, there's a shit ton of wraiths, and they're beating the crap out of Moirax. Dahve is not in sight. You have no idea where she is. And Mikhail is nowhere in sight. You have no idea where he is. They fell while you were gone. And
I mean,
no
Mikhail disappearing randomly is somewhat normal, I feel like.
Yeah, he's probably
He's
hiding.
like, I'm gonna be sneaky.
Yeah, he jumped down the roof to get the drop on it, right?
Yeah.
What I will say though is because Casey is adjacent to you. If Zach wants to say that he has during his fight,
As soon as I would like attack the one that's in front of her when she comes back, and then literally point. Dahabe went off that way.
Okay.
and again because of the wind, as we discussed before,
Yeah.
you're only able to hear Casey.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you where Mikhail went because I saw John go after him,
As
but
the
like
BattleBot's like literally like spinning around, slashing into all of these raids. It's just yelling. Like,
Okay. So I think with difficult terrain, I can get.
double difficult terrain, so it'll actually be 3 squares for each move. So if your speed is 30, you can move 2 squares.
So if I move to this square, would I be able to see her?
Yeah, so that will be fine. But you'll suffer. Looks like 2 opportunity attacks. If you disengage as your action and then bonus action healing word, you'll be fine.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Okay.
All right.
I just didn't remember if disengage was bonus or not.
No, it's a regular action, and then healing word is the bonus. So you can throw that healing word, and Dahave will get the heals. And go ahead and get those hit points back, Jijo, and
thanks, sis.
we will snap back around to the. So one of the wraiths moves into a space near her and kind of swings out at Moirax. And as she's kind of like disincorporating, you actually see this swirl in the hole on her chest. Like the blood, instead of kind of rushing out in a slow pattern, starts to draw inwards in this spiral. As it does so, you watch as the wraith's form starts to peel away from the ethereal shape underneath it and just draw the whole thing in. The wraith disappears.
Oh, nice.
Not nice. This is when the boss respawns.
Evangeline, you're kind of focused in this direction. Casey, you were slashing at the thing, and so in that last kind of attack that kind of moved through it, you felt a bit of a pull from her, like a gravitation. So you're definitely aware that something is fucking happening here. What that is, you're not 100%, but definitely not great. All right, so that's her initiative. It'll go to Mikhail, death saving throw.
All right, I have 2 successes and 1 failure. So
Yeah.
if I get a 20, I get up. If I had a 1, I just die. So this will be interesting. Let's do this. Come on, guys.
All right,
11.
that's a success. So that means you are stable. You do not need to make death saving throws anymore.
I'm just going to make my home here now. I just live on this cliff.
I
Sleep here.
At that, Okran, I do want to have you make a perception check.
Roll good so you can perceive I'm at least stable.
You're pretty sure he's dying and dying forever. He's going to be dead. You need to get down there and help him.
Mikhail, no! I've only known you for 3 weeks.
There's no one else that can help him. You do see him kind of spit up blood and kind of turn his head to the side, though.
Oh, so I won't choke to death at least.
He's clearly dying. That's an active dying.
You're muted, John. The perception check was to see if he started breathing, which you don't. Go ahead.
Could I make a bardic inspiration to see if it's better?
Oh, it won't help. 'Cause it'll be yeah.
Heard.
Well, no. You know what?
All right.
You get it back if you fail. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
throw
true.
it.
You might as well try it. What if you throw the highest?
It's a
you could
D8,
get?
right? You could get it. You didn't.
Oh,
you didn't get it.
That just means I die automatically when you roll a 1.
He's dead.
That's it.
I'm dead. Sorry. Game
Uh,
over, man. Game over.
He's dead.
So, Morax, you're up, and it definitely seems that for whatever reason, these wraiths are very angry at you specifically. You do have a fly speed.
Yeah.
You do watch the one get sucked into her corpse, though.
You did kill mommy.
I'm going to use my action. Does disengage only work against a single enemy, or is it in
All
general?
enemies.
Excellent. I'm doing that,
And flying.
and I'll fly straight. Have these things demonstrated the ability to fly?
They're better at flying in this weather than you are, yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
They don't seem to be affected by the wind due to their incorporeal nature.
Oh, that's sad. Well, I'll still fly straight up and like.
Half your speed.
Yeah, so that's 15.
Okay.
I'll fly like
Up at an angle.
there, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not that gesture. Up at an angle.
You know what I mean.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm a knight
Bad
in chess.
Didn't mean it. Or X, you're done, right?
Yeah, I'm flying up there to try to bait them to get close to the body.
Okran, you are the one that is up. So your speed is 40 in skitter mode, so you can get down 40, and if you dash, you can get to Mikhail. Is that your goal? Muted.
I'll do that.
Okay. And bonus actions or no?
Can I give him a
Potions in action.
potion? Nope.
Alright. Okran done. Dahabe,
Just
you
gonna slap his face a couple times and be like, "Hey, wake up!"
are laying prone on a roof. This roof is not as icy as the roof you were just on. However, it is 60 feet. Or no, it's... Sorry.
40.
This 80, I don't know where that came from. But yeah, it is 40 feet above where you're at.
Can I see anybody up there?
You can kind of see Evangeline, who's probably like
Fluff.
waving.
You can see like her ear and like fluff.
Yeah, just a
It's
bunch
like
of
whoosh.
fly. Have you ever seen one of those dogs like get hit with a blow dryer? That's what's happening right now. So yeah, that space would be 20 feet above where you're at.
This sucks.
Could be worse. You could be Mikhail.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of stuck down here. I'm out of Misty Step.
You can go the long. You can go the long route. You can drop down, get up these stairs, make it up to here, and then climb up the roof.
Start running.
I think so because
Oh,
what?
man.
How high is that drop?
So 20.
I only have 12 hit points.
No. If you use athletics, you're not gonna just jump off like a silly goose. You're gonna climb down. So
Okay.
you'll be okay there. If you want, go ahead and make. Actually, I'd say that since you're descending, it's decent enough that you can actually kind of lower yourself out, drop your feet down, kind of lower yourself a bit, and then kind of drop off after hanging. So
all right, how much movement does that cost?
It'll be double, so it'll be 40. So you'd be dashing as an effect of this, and then you can move 20 more.
And is that doubled also?
No, you're no longer in any difficult terrain or anything. You're just on normal ground, and also
so now
it's not windy.
20 left, you said?
Yep. Just rushing around the building, it looks like. Perfect. All right. Kind of looking over your shoulder as you kind of clear the building to see what's going on. You still can only see the main
floof.
Evangeline. Yeah.
The floof.
I see floof.
She's still alive.
I have no idea what's happening with the priestess right now.
Yeah, that's right.
But I watched her suck a Wraithen.
Mm-hmm.
And I can feel some sort of almost gravitational pull to
her heart. Or her chest
heart.
Where the wound was cut. Yeah.
Cool. Can I try and grapple like a limb?
Yeah,
not
certainly.
Near her heart.
So as you kind of move to grab her, her face kind of slowly kind of turns, and you can see her eyes move at normal speed, and you hear her voice, but you don't see her mouth move.
Mm-hmm.
Like it starts to move, but the voice comes in a temporally logical sense, and she says, "Please help me." And her hand is free for you to grab. Is your intention to grab her hand and pull her away from that space, or is your intent?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
Woo-hoo!
I know it's asking a lot for.
Boy, did we pick the wrong guy for that job?
Nailed it. So, you pull her body away from the hole, and it kind of moves over to here. You can see the hole kind of now for what it is. It looks like this swirl of reality, almost as if like reality itself were being sucked down a drain in that space where she got hit, and the whirl of it seems to be growing bigger. When her body hits the kind of edge of the roof there, as you pull her away, you do see that she is now not like discorporating. There's nothing wrong with her. It just seems that she is still dying because of the large gaping wound in her chest. Casey done.
I have movement still, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I move with her still grappled?
Yeah, so that will affect movement by half. So your speed is what?
45.
Halved would be 25, and then you need 3 spaces of movement for each square that you want to move. So with that amount of movement left, you can move 1 space. If you drop down off onto the balcony, you could definitely move farther, but you will be falling.
How much is the fall?
50. You can use her body as a to break your fall.
Yeah. Help me. Okay.
I helped.
Is this help? Am I helping? Crunch.
He just turns himself over and happens to be a salt shaker, and he just starts pouring salt on her clothes. I'm helping you.
Yes. No brains, just salt.
And it was an action to pull her out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
You do have slow fall, right? Or no? Are you not that level? I don't know if monks get slow fall.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you can slow fall off the building down to the ground.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Okay.
I think I can do that.
All right, and slope ball amount allows for how much descent?
It's 5 times your monk level, so 7.
So 5 times 7, 35.
35.
You'd only take the 15-foot fall here. So roll a d6. You got a 2, so you take 2 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. Unless you want to use a skill trick to.
Oh no! It's reduce any falling damage you take, not fall distance.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you roll the dice and then whatever it is minus 35.
Got it. So it'll be.
So because if I fall 700 feet, like or whatever, I don't know.
Do it right. 5d6. So 20, and your amount was 30.
35. So I'm take nothing.
Okay, and since you took no damage, you don't fall prone.
Sick.
Narratively, did you use her as a cushion?
So now that I'm
doesn't she
off
take
the
damage?
roof, if I used 15 to get off the roof, I still have 10 for my 25,
5,
right?
10, 15 fall. So yeah, you'd still have movement.
Can I pull her inside the church?
When you move to open the doors, you realize that they are still locked.
Cool.
They weren't barred, but they were locked.
Cool. That's my turn. I can't interact or anything.
It'll go to them. They are still really mad at Morak, so they are going to fly upwards.
Come on, what'd I do?
As they ascend,
What did I do?
this one moves into the space, and you watch it just rip into it and discorporate immediately.
Yay.
Jeez.
Oh no, I just removed them.
We created a black hole.
They're on 7. I'll add them here. And just
They are the black hole.
So they will attack the ones that get. Oh, sorry, this one goes away.
Wait, does that one? Okay.
Oh, damn it. I should just stop deleting the tokens, maybe.
It's okay.
What? Sahogun Coral Smasher? What?
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 Oh man, this is fun. So yeah, the spiritual weapon I gave you, it's called a Sahogun Coral Slasher in its token for some reason. But yeah, okay, so they're there, and I'm still attacking. I'm not gonna forget that's happening. Don't you start with me. All right, so 1, 2, 3 attacks against him. That will definitely hit. That'll miss, and that will miss. Yeah. I think you'll be fine. So it's 26 necrotic damage, and you have it. Or sorry, 27 necrotic damage, and you have it, and Constitution saving.
So that's 13 half.
Yeah,
Guess who's at 1 HP?
it doesn't go off the top of your hit points. Yeah, I realized it when I looked at it. I was really happy with that swing and hit. But yeah, Morax, no, you hit a bunch, or swung at a bunch. Only one hit you. And it looks like they're going to continue to chase after you based on this. The well that's near you, Evangeline, as you start your turn, you will note that it does seem to be growing. You can actually see the shingles on the roof kind of peeling up towards it, and you can feel it pulling at your hair and your robes. The descent down to this part of the roof is about 15 feet. There are no wraiths currently on your level.
Okay.
But Morax is above you, and he looks like he's clogged up. Like it's if you ever seen that scene in Harry Potter where they're
The Dementors.
yeah, they're peeling away his life force from him.
Yeah.
I'm not doing good.
Okay, so go ahead and
They're not dead.
I don't have that. More.
7 for the cool kid.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then, so that's 15.
and then movement.
Yeah.
2 squares will allow you to
Heroically.
power slide down onto that. You'll take 10 feet of falling. So you'll take a d6 of bludgeoning.
Okay.
1 point of bludgeoning, and because you took a point of bludgeoning, you will fall prone.
Okay.
All right. You can actually hear the stonework kind of breaking. All right, one more time. Let's see if this works. The swirl where the abyss was hit grows larger. It seems like it's drawing in things with gravitational energy. It's lifting the shingles up. It's breaking the stone buttresses of the roof. We then went to Michael's turn. He's unconscious, laying 70 or 80 feet down with a rat folk helping. Morax, you are up. 3 relatively fresh wraiths are attacking you.
Swirl's still like down right beneath me, roughly.
They basically flew straight up, and yeah, the hole would be, it's here.
Okay.
I'll mark it with a circle.
I'm gonna disengage, of course, and fly around it to here.
Are you staying at the same height, or
I am. I'm going back down.
Okay, so you're on the edge of the roof then.
Yes. And shit. Costs an action to take a potion, doesn't it? Yes. Yeah.
You're still cursed.
What's that?
Are you still cursed? Does potions work?
Oh shit.
That
you're
healing
right.
that healing word wouldn't have either.
Oh shit. In that case, I should be dead.
No. Just drop the 1. We're good there.
Okay. Well, I can't drink a potion, so. Shit.
That is the first time that Morax has been healed, though, despite.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think anybody's tried to heal him, and nobody's healed Okran either. So.
Oh shit! I'll do a second wind.
There you go.
Second wind. That's a D10. 9 plus 7.
All right. And then it'll go to Okran. Action force the potion down his throat.
Yeah, should happen.
It's a regular healing potion or greater.
It is a. Double checking now. Regular healing potion.
2d4 plus 2.
You want to roll it, Kevin?
Sure. 2d4
plus 2.
Let's do this. Plus 2. Oh, so I
7.
got 7. That's all right. Better than nothing. Thank you.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
I come back and I go, "Did we win?" Or actually, I should have said it in a Russian accent, but you get it.
Maybe. I think you won by not going all the way down the cliff.
I caught this rock in my back. Help me up.
It'll be like here, and it'll like Can you tie her? Would it be an action to tie a rope
Your
around my
action's spent.
waist? Okay.
Yeah. You can pull out the rope.
I'll pull it out.
I can move around and stuff on my turn now, so I can help out.
Dabe, you are up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get to here. And then if you're dashing 3, 4, 5, 6, you'll be right here. Rushing up the steps. You would see that Evangeline, if you do that, is up there as well. On the ground. Looks like she just fell off the roof. Lying there in front of you.
She's like her cloak is like over her head. She's just like completely
She
discombobulated.
seems to be kind of struggling and moving, so she's at least alive. But
There's no blood. Is there like blood splatter?
No.
No, I literally
Top.
am at full hit points because I had like one extra, like that extra hit point.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see this guy?
So yeah, they are high up, about 15 feet off of the roof, so they're kind of floating in the air.
I don't know if I want to fuck with them. I'm like one hit and I'm dead. Do I see the black hole?
No, not at this point. It's about chest level for her. Would have been like 4-ish feet, 5-ish.
Okay.
feet.
Well then, that's my turn.
Okay. Dahabe done. Casey, you are up. The door is barred, from what you can tell. How it's locked, you're not sure. It does look like. I'm sorry. How it's locked, you are sure. It's not a knob like on the other side, because you were on the other side trying to move through the door before you were stopped. So you would have seen that there was a keyhole on that side. On this side, there is also a keyhole on this side, which means it is like a key specific. So a key needs to be used to open it from either side.
Cool. There's no windows or anything?
Nope.
How long would it be an action to search her body for a key?
Yep. Investigation check, if you're wanting to.
Might be my only play. Casey's so bad at these things. 14?
Yeah, so you find it. It's actually not very well hidden. It's because of the exploding of her chain and shirt on her chest, you can see that there's a necklace with a key on it, and next to the key on the same chain is a small symbol of Atma. And it looks like the axe kind of cut it a bit.
Yeah, so I take the key and I think that's all I can do, right?
Yeah, opening is not an action, so you can pop that open.
Okay. Then
Picking
now
her up
that
will be an action, though, so you'll just wait to do that. But when you open up the door, it's as you left it, sans the ghosts.
Cool.
Casey done. It'll go to ghosts. The ghosts will move in a fashion accordant with their current positioning. When this one moves into the space of the hole, it vanishes. I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to move it over here for now, because if I delete it and it's the one, I'm going to freak out. The two remaining will attack.
No, I just gotta hold out one more round.
I believe in you.
Okay. It's not going to happen, my guy.
No.
Sorry. So the first attack is going to do enough to knock you down 23. And so, oh, sorry, no, you're halving it. Halving it.
So 11?
11. And then the second attack will do 24, half will be 12. Sorry.
So 23.
No.
And then I need you to roll D100.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So then you just fall and kind of hit against the buttress and kind of like slam onto that kind of pillar at the edge of the buttress there. And you don't really slide off either way as your legs kind of fall akimbo, kind of straddling the vault of the roof. The wraiths are done. Evangeline, you're up.
Okay. Get myself out of my mess. And stand up.
Okay, half your move.
Okay, so 15. I see Dahave, and I'm just gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Dahave, from your position, I just want to make sure, since you're kind of the only one who can see it, it doesn't look like the wraiths are going to let up on Moirax. Just a heads up. So it very much seems like they feel that this needs to happen. So I just want to make sure you understand, like, you're the only one who can see it happening.
Okay.
Okay. So she'll get to there and literally just be like, "What the hell is happening? Like, what should we do?
You see the
What
same
do
thing
I do?"
as you move out. I'm assuming that Dahave would be kind of pointing, so you would see the same thing.
Okay, so I would turn around and. So he's basically
Yeah,
out.
he was kind of like ripped of a lot of his life force and kind of drops back. Kind of, you can see a bit of like black fluid kind of spitting out from his lips, as like his necrotic glands are basically overfilling,
Okay.
and he's choking on his own. He's choking on his own breath.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's so nasty.
Too much.
I'm sorry.
Too much Dragonborn anatomy.
Don't watch my Friday games.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either.
Can I go back to my pocket dimension?
I want to go back to my safe John space, please. You sent me back there.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to do right now. I don't like. I can't heal him. I do have 1/3 level spell left. But that would also require someone to kill these things so they stop attacking him. Okay.
Or you might just have to watch your friend get murdered.
Yeah. This is a great day.
At least the angle's not that great.
Yeah, the angle's not
right. I'm not gonna be able
Not
to
full
see
view,
it.
you know.
I
You
can
just get the
imagine it.
impression.
Sorry,
It's like Jaws.
Everybody,
you
no
know?
clip mode as I force you to watch more horribly butchered.
I mean, at least he's straddling the buttress.
Yeah. He's not falling off.
All right.
What do you do?
I don't think there's anything really.
You can try and attack them. Maybe try and get their attention away from him.
Okay. So yeah, Sacred Flame on that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it does anything to them though.
Yeah, they take radiant damage, so it is trapped.
Oh, it was the abyss that was resistant.
Yeah.
Okay.
It turns its direction to you. The other one does still appear to be focused on Moirax. As it kind of turns and kind of swings its kind of flailing necrotic self out that way, you watch as the swell grows, and you can actually see the buttress lift up, twist, and just kind of crumple inwards until there's nothing left of it. You see the force of this kind of pull drag the two wraiths into itself. And Moirax, I need you to roll a D1.
No.
No, Morax. Roll
This
good.
sucks. Oh!
Okay, so the roof gives way underneath Moirax, and his head dips forward because of that change of weight. There's a slight up pull. It almost looks like his head is going to be lifted up into it, but the weight of his armor and body is too much to be taken up by it, and you just watch as Moirax disappears into the building. Casey, you see Moirax thud on the floor in front of you. Moirax failed death saving throw.
Brilliant!
But it's just this kind of like twist and fall and then kind of hit. And he kind of hits like in this part where it's like on his side, but like on his arm as well. So there's also kind of like the sickening pop as like there's probably dislocation and break as he just hits the floor.
You know what? At least he didn't get sucked into the black hole.
Mikhail, as you peel yourself off of the rock and look at your ally who is holding a rope, you realize that your cloak is fluttering off probably like 50 feet, like a ways from you, right? If it was magical, I'm sorry, it's gone.
It was not, luckily.
Okay, that said, you also notice that you're pretty cold, as most of your cold weather clothing was the cloak, and also the back of your shirt is splintered open. And just dry blood and the healing stages of the wound that was suffered. There's now this just massive, just strangely ornate scar, which would have been all of your ribs shattering out the back of you, but then being healed and leaving that remnant.
Nice.
You look rad.
Do I look really tough and really cool?
Like, I like to think of cool scars from, like, magic, because, like, have you ever heard of, like, lightning scarring?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is so cool.
Freaking love it.
It's,
Like a
I mean, I don't want it
badass
to happen
tattoo.
to me, but yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is like if it did happen to me and I survived, I would want it.
You would want it.
I'd be like,
But
do
we
not
don't want
fix
the
this.
experience.
Do not-
I
do
am
not-
perfect.
This is I'm a superhero now.
Yes.
So I guess I want to facilitate Okran climbing. Like Okran, if he can climb up, and then I could try to follow him by climbing the rope or something.
To satisfy this in a mechanical way easily, you are helping him. Just the help action.
So how about that?
That works.
Sounds like a plan.
Morex.
Let's save.
Correct. If
Yay.
you roll- okay.
Nice.
If you had rolled a 1, I would have killed you. But you didn't, so I didn't. Alright, Morax done. Okran, you are up. So in the helping process, he secures the line to himself. You secure the line to yourself. If your intent is to kind of pick him up and take him with you, that is an option. And if you accidentally lose him, he'll kind of, as you did before with the climbing kit. If you'd like to make an athletics check, you do have climb speed, so that is being taken into account for the DC. You have advantage for the check as well. Who just dropped? John.
John.
Alright, well, I just gotta rearrange stuff. It's like talking to him, and he's like, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do any of that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go.
You know what? I changed my mind.
He's had enough.
Y'all suck, and I never should have stayed in your town.
Spent all last session
do wanna
on the
stress-
ground unconscious, all this session running down the cliffside. I'm done.
I do want to stress, I
outta
can
here.
probably just leave it, because I can't tell the difference between the three of you with your fucking plaid shirts.
you didn't get the memo today, John?
Oh, no, I'm wearing plaid, it's just void
You
plaid.
see, I usually wear my red plaid, but I chose flowers today.
Anyway,
My shirts are plaid, man.
Right? I live in Maine. It's like our state uniform.
Yeah.
I love that there's a state uniform. I will state that as we move into kind of this aftermath, we do need to stay on the initiative tracker due to Morax, but we will move from here on in this way. I just need to turn this music up a little bit. There it goes. And then Okran is back? No. Okay, so we'll wait for that.
I have a question.
Go
Can we
ahead.
still do heal checks to stabilize?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's natural healing. That's not magical.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's no entrance here.
There is.
Oh, okay.
Okran, you are not going, so it'll go to Dahave.
I guess. I want to go in.
Okay. You're dashing?
Yeah.
Okay. So with the dash, I'd say you'd be able to make it down the steps to the second floor. So at that vantage point, because of the way the second floor is, you can see down to the first floor. So you would see that Morax is splattered on the ground near the pillows. Where the
But he didn't land on the pillows.
Oh. All right, and then I got to rearrange some
Sorry.
folks. No, he hit right in the middle of them. Oh, that's fun. So Kevin goes there, and Chris
Alright,
goes
I need to
there.
take the dog out real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, everybody's money's fine. Cool. Dahave, you're in. Casey, you're right there. You can attempt to try and administer first aid if you'd like.
Do you want to loop back around? Now that John is back?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I won't
Then
punish him for
I
his bad
will-
movement.
I think it was his whole system crashed.
He's an IT, there's no excuse. No, John, I need you to go ahead and make an athletics check. I know you have climb speed, but you are going to be carrying Mikhail with you. I was describing that he is helping you, so you have advantage, and you have a climber's kit, so you have advantage. Yeah, you still need to ascend and to do so with Mikhail attached. And if you're talking, you're muted, but you fucking nailed it. So if you take, because Mikhail doesn't weigh a lot to your strength sensibilities, you can go ahead and move your speed normally, and if you dash, you can move up back onto here.
Skitter dash.
Yeah, that'll be 60 feet, and then you still have 20 feet if you want to go inside. Are you going, you're going inside, or are you going on the roof?
No, not going to the roof.
Back on the roof again.
No, I go up there.
Okay. All right. Wraith, Sapin, they're all gone. Evangeline, are you going in inside as well? Oh, she's taking the dog out, right? Yes, she is. Okay, cool. All right. Did I get that medicine check from you, Zach?
Medicine check?
Are you going to try and stabilize Moirax?
No, I've got a potion of healing I was going to shove down his
Or-
throat.
Doesn't work.
Oh, right.
He's cursed.
That's right.
And I honestly don't think Casey would know the difference, so I'm okay with that happening the way it just did.
Yeah.
Oh, because Casey doesn't even
Casey down.
work that way.
Come on, guy. Why isn't he getting up?
Well, I think we would have talked about it like, hey.
Casey doesn't remember anything.
Oh.
Come on, Flesh Guy. What are you doing?
Anyway,
Flesh guy drink fresh water.
we'll go ahead and focus down to Dahabe, who I assume will get in healing word range if you want to throw one, if you have it. But before that, I need another death saving throw from Morwax. This could be it. Success, so you're 2 successes, 1 failure, and so you can get in healing word range and heal him. I'm okay with that.
Who?
Well, we can't. He's...
Who
Oh,
am I healing
You
wording?
can't healing word him.
The only way for me to get up is to succeed my saves.
Yeah. So
Can I run out and try to help him?
I
Do
would
I have
say
enough-
I would say
Can I be like, oh, where's Moirax?
distance wise, I think it would take one more turn for not Casey to get to him, any of you, because of the way you're entering and having to progress down the steps, right?
What if I just yell, Casey, try to staunch the bleeding?
I'll allow for you to help because I'm nice, and then Casey can attempt a medicine check with advantage. Unsuccessful.
Okay.
So one more death saving throw from you, Chris.
Oh, God.
No.
Okay.
I tried the potion thing.
You all make it down to him. You watch as his mouth kind of fills up with the necrotic bile, and his eyes kind of roll back into his head as he seems to fail his check there. You stand over him. You would notice that he is dead. I would like for Dahabe to make a Arcana roll or a religion roll, your choice.
22.
You would know that curses lift upon death. They do not keep on a person beyond that point. So once you come to a decision as to what you want to do next, I'd like you to quickly kind of decide what you're doing in the next minute or so after his death, though, as we kind of need to know what's happening therein.
As we're all standing around, I imagine the first thing would be Casey looking at the unconscious high priestess and then looking at the matriarch. She might be able to save him.
The matriarch is walking her dog.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's comment on that for a bit. So, if the matriarch did have a dog, would that be like a goofy Pluto kind of situation? Like, I don't know how this works.
Or Scooby Doo.
Well, you said that like the Cannibal are like not
Kennel.
dog.
Yeah, they're
dog.
not. They do not want to be called dogs. They do not want to be considered dogs. They are not pets.
They're their own thing.
Yeah, they were
They're
originally
canines.
They were originally
no?
created as subservient. Like they were a humanoid hybrid with canine properties made by mages, but then they kind of bred into their own being.
I mean, it's kind of like if a human had like a little monkey as a pet.
Yeah, or like Goofy and Pluto, right? Like, because like Goofy is a talking guy.
I'm really creeped out that you keep bringing Goofy and Pluto into this. I don't like this.
Okay, I just want to make sure
It is
everybody
true,
understands.
though.
I have weirdnesses about that specific cartoon because, I mean, what the heck? Why does
a dog have a dog?
Why does a dog have a dog? Okay, so Evangeline, what you missed is Morax fell through the roof, hit the ground. As everybody was rushing to him, they tried to heal him. It didn't work. He rolled a death saving throw, and as you can see, he failed it. Dahabe is certain that now that he is dead, the curse would be lifted. So I kind of want to know what's happening in that next minute or so after he dies. Oh, you're muted.
Muted.
And,
You're muted.
Casey, can you say what you said before, just so we have that?
I looked down at the priestess, then looked at you and said she might be able to save him.
I have Revivify
Ben.
and one slot left.
And do you have
You might be able to save him.
worth of diamonds on your person?
I think we already used that.
Yeah. So sucks. You could try and find
I have
some.
a crown.
You do, and it does have diamonds. I did mention it has that in zircons, so if you want to pair it off and use it, I mean, breaking the magic item, you certainly can. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's worth it.
I will grant that. Yeah, you destroy the crown of the... Ow!
Sorry.
No, not you. So,
Zach, why are you attacking him?
My cat is in the cabinet, and I just reached over to pet him, and he has grabbed me with all four of his claws, and he's licking the back of my hand, and I can't move my hand.
Yeah,
As
it's a
he
threat.
should.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna peel
The
you off
cat's
of me.
in the cradle is what's supposed to be.
Okay, good boy. No claws.
I'm all out of silver spoons though.
So yeah, you break the crown, the unique magic item, and use it to bring Morax back to life. Yeah, so Morax laying there, his blood all over the floor. The swell of wind kind of coming in through the roof, and the enlarging of this temporal rift above you seems to continue to widen quite a bit in the time it takes you to do all of the things that you've done. What would you like to do?
Should probably get away from that.
Me?
Anybody? You're brought back to life. Like so
how much? I just have 1 HP, right?
Yeah. So
when
you died, just to make sure you understand, like you moved past this strange penumbra of reality, and you kind of saw yourself like falling, as you kind of didn't fall with you, and so when you hit the floor, you were kind of above that space, moving away, and what you saw is in that swirl, this strange, brightly radiant hand hooking its finger directly into it. And the hand is massive, not like a small hand, like a massive, gargantuan, titanic hand pointing its finger into the swirl.
Super Smash Brothers.
Yep, and then when you snap back to it, I mean, you're looking straight up in the ceiling, you can see the hole you fell through. And the swirl's still growing larger as it seems to kind of grow. It's grown kind of a center that is a bright darkness. The best way I can kind of describe it is the exterior is white from reality, blurring at its kind of edges, and the center is kind of this dark, like manifestly nothing.
It's almost like a total solar eclipse.
Yeah, or like a black hole as it's kind of depicted. Like it has an exterior that's kind of seen, and then the interior is solid black.
Or like a deity poking a hole in reality with their finger.
That might be the other thing happening.
Yeah. I'm like, I spit up some of the bile or
Ew!
But
This is in character.
this is in character.
Granted.
Did we win? Did we win?
What does the roof look like right now?
I would say that it's probably broken a hole that's about 15 to 20 feet wide, directly above where Moirax hit.
Is the spiral still there?
Yeah, it's larger.
Yeah, not yet. We should get moving, as they point up.
Okay. So, are you exiting out the front door and moving?
Yes.
In the time that it takes you to do so, the roof starts falling in. The large stone section where the bow area was actually descends down and hits the ground behind you as you're coming out. You make it out into the courtyard, and you can actually see the structure on the sides starting to kind of fall inwards, and some of it lifting up towards the swell. As you continue out,
That's Okran.
how far do you move? Just booking it, or are you keeping an eye behind you as to what's happening?
Keeping an eye behind. I would also be carrying the priestess as best
Okay.
as they could.
So you're saving her. I love that.
Well, not saving her, but letting the
She's-
matriarch decide what we do with her.
She is stable.
we want the corpse.
She's
Not a corpse yet. She's alive, just
get
unconscious.
Out to a point where you are kind of making your way towards the gate. Who would be straggling behind? Who would be the kind of person in the back? I assume Casey, due to the carrying.
Probably.
Yeah. So everyone kind of makes it around the bend, and Casey, as you're kind of there, you hear a sound. And when you kind of turn to look back to investigate it, you see a kind of silhouette appear on the top of the roof at the part that hasn't already fallen in, the part directly above the main door. The figure has very stark white hair, a black kind of long coat fluttering in the wind, and a pair of white gloves on his hands. From this distance, you can tell there does seem to be something embroidered on the back of it and on the palm of it, some sort of glyph or magic symbol. He starts walking in on top of the ceiling towards the swirl.
Is Okran near Casey in the line?
He's probably up ahead. He's fast.
Okay.
My job, baby.
Who I guess probably Mikhail would most likely be in front of Casey. If anyone was.
I'm in traction, probably.
Mikhail, Casey's
true.
going to lay the priestess body down. Whoever's in front, just tap them. Keep an eye. I'll be back. And just zoom towards the roof.
Okay. If you're making your way up the long way, because I think you don't have a climb speed, right?
I have shadow step. If there's a shadow up there that I can step into, but I don't know if
Everything's kind of falling in, so there's no shadow direct that you can kind of hop up to on top.
Cool. Then yeah.
As you're making your way long ways, you get a side profile of the figure who's walked up to the swirl and seems to be in kind of the aura of it that would kind of draw him in based on what you've seen. But he seems to be unaffected by it other than his hair and cloak kind of fluttering inwards towards it. He raises his hands up like this, and you see this kind of bright green glow flare from the symbols on his hands and from his eyes. And as those happen, he kind of pushes his hands forward, and you watch as the swirl starts to go the other direction. And then after a fashion, the wind itself dies down up here. And you can actually just kind of make out slightly the words that he says. You are barred from this place. And then he vanishes very similarly to how he appeared, this figure. The swirl is gone, but the structure of the abbot, or the abbey, is completely, it's folded in on itself. Parts of it are missing from having been sucked into the swirl. Other parts from the structural unsoundness of the roof have fallen in towards the interior.
Cool. Casey will turn back. get to the High Priestess and continue on.
Okay.
You get back and there's like a dagger sticking out of her throat. I dropped my dagger.
I watched
that
her.
happen?
I watched her get stabbed in the
So
neck by
weird.
my knife.
So weird.
I cannot
Out of
explain
nowhere.
it.
Oh,
I do
shit.
not know. In
Brax
old
dropped the
country-
dagger again.
A strange occurrence.
Yeah.
My hands
Don't
are
know
not
where
working
this
so
silver
good after that
dagger with
talk.
my family name came from. It's so strange.
It is.
Very peculiar.
I miss you, Lauren.
No.
Man, did I get that to Morax?
Yeah. Just joking though. Really, I wouldn't have hurt. I wouldn't
We
have
play
hurt
a
her.
couple more sessions like this, Zach. It'll go to French.
Yeah.
You go
Yeah.
the exact opposite route Kevin does. Kevin's like, I'm French. I mean, Russian now for no reason.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, so outside of the courtyard, kind of underneath the bridge, like you have the matriarch. It's close to like, afternoon by this point, or noonish at this point, and you're kind of just out here. The snow is still kind of falling, but you do notice the wind has died down substantially. Not everybody all at once.
I mean, I think there's definitely. I think it's reasonable that
We're all literally just standing
That-
there, silent,
right,
just
like
like
there's a few beats of just shock.
now that we're not in like immediate peril that we're aware of.
And we've seen things that we probably imagined to be impossible.
Mm,
Did you all see that?
The guy on the roof? Yeah.
No, there was like a hand or something.
Where?
Morax, I think you may have sustained a head injury or something. Because there
No,
was
no.
definitely no hand.
There. My head is fine. My head is fine. They were hitting me in the head. There.
You did fall.
I'm fine. I've got a thick skull. My head's fine. I swear there was like some hand.
I
I don't know what it was doing. Where
Where was
well,
it?
Matriarch, does this ring any bells for you
Does
in
it?
terms of the spiritual or religious traditions?
Yeah, you can make a religion check, but the DC is very high.
Not even trained in religion. What the fuck kind of cleric am I?
God damn it.
I ask that of every
Why am I
cleric.
not rolling squeak right now?
I say that of every cleric who doesn't take religion. Like,
It wasn't.
you had one job.
What?
Do religion. And you're not even
I didn't
doing
know
it.
that I could pick.
Any historical significance?
I got that. Let's try that.
Historical significance. There's no historical significance.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Now,
then
can
I'm
I
just
roll
gonna
untrained?
assume that Morax's head.
yeah, it was like up on the roof or something.
Is it like a strange death vision? I'm pretty sure you were
Straight.
dead.
No, I was fine. I was fine. I was fine. I was
No, you were dead.
No, I was fine. I'm sure of it.
Oh,
Pouring the suit that was diamonds out of your hand, looking at.
We're
Suddenly,
dead.
suddenly, like Dahabe is like, oh, he's in denial. Oh.
Okay.
No, I just got knocked down, and I swear, like, I was looking around and saw like this like thing up there, and then you used some magic and he got me back up. I'm fine.
Okay, buddy.
Use magic to heal people all the time.
Well,
Yeah, it's all right.
I guess we'll have to deal with his pathological denial later. For now, we can move it along. What about the guy with the hair?
Well, to be sure, I just want to make sure this is clear. Like, a couple of you saw him appear. Casey's the only one who saw anything more than that.
Yeah.
Like, so you kind of saw a silhouette. Casey's the one who saw the details because he was in the back of the line.
What about the guy that appeared there?
The
Casey,
what?
you ran toward him like at
Did
full
he-
speed.
It looked like he took care of whatever the problem was.
But why were you running towards him?
Did you see a hand?
He had two.
One question at a time, matriarch. Why did you
Well-
run towards him?
I wanted to see what he was going to do. I was concerned about him potentially expanding that whatever to encompass the whole area.
Do you
Or
have hands?
Getting rid of it. Two, yes.
Oh, yeah. Right. That's, yeah, everybody does.
Did you ask him who he was?
I didn't get close enough. Only to see what he did. Did some sort of arcane thingy.
He
And
was
then-
tattooed.
And then it
His autonomous hands like
Yeah.
yeah, his Lego hands do this.
That's great.
That makes me rethink what his weapons look like. Like the short sword is literally
Literally
like
just
the
like-
crusade
No.
sword. It's like the little crossbeam with the rounded.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
have to like
Yeah, takes it off. You hear it click as he pulls it off.
I love it. Or is he a bionicle?
Oh god,
Ooh.
those things were the fucking best.
Bionicles are
Oh,
Thing Lego's ever done.
Bionicle.
This episode brought to you by Bionicles. Not
They're
really,
a sponsor.
Yeah, they
Just
We gotta run
I
Bionicle game
win.
next.
Oh my god, is there a Bionicle role playing game?
I'm sure
There's
there
gotta
is.
be at least some
Googling it right
brew.
now.
Me too.
there will be if there isn't.
I fucking love Bionicle.
Masks of Power is a video game.
Ah.
It's not what I want.
Oh, there's a fan made one. Bionicle Quest for Mara Nui.
Yep, I found that.
Oh.
Looks like it's a war game.
So
Looks
it's
like
on
it.
StarCraft. StarCraft 2 role playing game. I need a
Oh, weird.
I need a TTRPG, please. Bionicle.
This is solid.
Role playing game.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Okay, they do have it. It exists.
and you've never met that man before.
Bionicle win.
Didn't
Sorry. Focus on
recognize them. No. I didn't. Casey didn't recognize.
No.
Yeah, they even. I mean, even if
things.
they might have
Since you
recognized
had a
them.
close sight-on experience, or like sight-on look at him, flowing white hair, androgynous face, very beautiful, but at the same time like very handsome. Bright kind of green eyes that then flared due to the magic. Long black cloak with yellow accents. Looked like he was wearing kind of a very fancy looking shirt underneath with like a vest. He had a sword at his hip, which seemed familiar, but you're not for certain. Simple slacks and kind of just below the knee-high boots, which were very ornate and like very ancient elvish looking.
They share those details as best as they can.
And then the white gloves with the marks on both sides, strange circular glyphs.
And there's any historical significance to any of that?
There isn't.
Any arcane significance?
Nope.
Okay. Wow.
Just a mysterious stranger. What are you doing, John? So, yeah, you have the abbess, and you have a bit of a reprieve.
Probably go check on the town
Okay.
at some point
The
after
town is burning.
resting.
Are we done in?
Did we want to try and
so
get into the treasury?
Now, what?
Well, there's this whole area
The
that's
reliquary.
full of people, and we just killed their leader.
She's not dead.
Not
Well,
dead.
Aren't all the people
We have her.
dead?
Not dead. Right here.
We seriously fucked up their leader.
She started it.
No,
Did
I
she?
know. Well,
I
yeah,
wasn't-
but
Should we
know,
finish? Or...
her servants probably don't think that. Her servants probably aren't gonna say
I'm
that
sure
way.
they don't because they're not the ones that were murdered.
I mean, did we kill them all, or?
I will say this.
Also, we've not seen anyone.
She is definitely better off than Morax was.
Speaking of that, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
down
that's true.
a potion.
Potion will work.
Oh hell yeah!
Wait, she's better off than Morax was.
Yeah, Morax died.
Oh,
Still
yeah, yeah.
died.
Well, no, I know, but like, we're gonna go to the guards and be like, "Oh, hey, we beat the shit out of your
You could be good at
abbess."
Bernie's it.
Yeah.
We can
We can
have
Bernie's it.
Anybody
Oh,
know
wait, did she-
necromancy?
I have a pretty
She-
good.
She's not dead yet, so you're just gonna have to use her.
We have a
She
pretty.
took
I
those
have a,
full stabs
Oh, no,
that I
I know.
gave her when she was dead
She
or
did-
down.
she
I bet
did-
we got an extra
she
pair of
did,
snow goggles though that we can put on.
But they don't appear to be on her
Right?
body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the thing.
It seems that the only wound
I mean, I guess I could heal her.
No,
but I
don't
don't
heal her.
Want to?
I mean,
Ooh,
she
boo.
And I
kind of
have
like
one
tried to
spell
kill all of
slot left.
us. Normally, I would be in favor of. Wait, what's my alignment?
Ockran will see her
What
waving her.
would
waving
this
hands and be
character be?
Mistress,
So
what
she
are you
show
doing? Stop
would murder them.
Shisho would murder.
Just dump him off the side of the
Even
fucking
if-
mountain.
Even it wasn't
Oh,
her
she
fault.
fell.
She was bit, and she's a zombie. She gotta go.
Dahabe would say probably the most just thing would be for her to stand trial.
Oh yeah, I'm lawful good.
You fucking chaotic and neutral. Come on, y'all.
It's a murdering.
Put a dagger in that hoe.
I'm literally neutral.
I don't think it'll go well if we tell them that we killed her.
We didn't kill her.
Yeah, we beat the shit out of her, and turned her into a little black hole thing.
We did
Whoa,
not do
whoa.
that. I do not have that magic.
Who?
I
Yeah.
do not take
who-
responsibility. That's her.
Who would it be bad for? I'm just curious.
If
Who
she
would
died,
it be bad for? What if she died?
Yeah, I mean, the people down there just want the book, and the book's gone.
We have to follow the ways that have been set forward in the bylaws of the town.
so
What
she
are
will
those? I
get a
don't think I was there
trial.
around. I wasn't there around enough to learn them.
So she'll get a trial, but
In the town that's burned.
burn? Yeah.
Z Town's actually been burnt.
Or we do the trial.
Well,
up
I don't
here?
think it burned to the ground. There was just right? There were, if I remember correctly, you said there
Well,
was like
it's-
fires.
It's been several hours
could-
since you've checked.
Yeah.
We could do the trial here, Okren. That's really smart.
Can I go somewhere where I have a vantage point so I can
I was
look
about to
and
say.
see?
You gotta get into a tower.
Run up to the
and
rampart.
it needs to be from this current perspective. It needs to be the tower that you were in before, the high tower, which is the one all the way over where you started.
Dahabe can be the prosecutor. Morax can be the defender.
Ooh, I call the
I'm literally just
The one that
picturing
cuts the head off.
Donbay just pacing in front of everyone, just like, we're here today.
I don't think I'd make the
Magpie
best
is the judge.
defense attorney.
You what?
I don't think
I'm the
I'd make the best
executioner.
defense
Call-
attorney.
That's the point, Morax.
They're trying to stack the court.
yeah.
So it's just a kangaroo court.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You're a kangaroo. That's what they're saying.
Okay. We're all kangaroos in this court.
Captain Kangaroo.
You are
And then
captain.
the executioner.
You are the captain. You're the sheriff.
Sheriff Kangaroo, I guess.
I'm thinking more like
Nice.
a wallaby. Maybe a wombat.
I was about to say, who would be
A
a wombat?
wombat. I'm a
Marsupials
wombat.
are. We already have a wombat in this place. No, you gotta be.
Discord.
Oh yeah, we already have a wombat.
Can I
doom.
be? What will I be? I'll be a platypus.
Okay, so we're not executing her.
Yet.
No.
We could use her to get into the treasury. That's not a bad idea.
What is she gonna do? She's
Ow.
unconscious.
Right. We take
But we
it
have
with
her
us.
key, right?
For now. For now.
If somebody comes to
Casey has a
attack us, we
key.
just say, do you want us to hurt her? No, then leave. And then that might work.
That's awful.
That's
not
what
a
you do
lawful
when you
good
have
thing,
some-
though.
That's what you do when you have a prisoner. Like we didn't like this lady. We attacked her. We took her prisoner now. Now, like,
Oh my
we can.
God, we're such terrible people.
Yeah, we're terrible, but he thought she was worse. That's the deal, right?
we made a religious site.
See, Mikhail's
Kill,
neutral good.
like,
He's willing to
30
ride the
people.
line.
I'm riding the line.
Fine. And then we hold the abbess hostage while she's half dead.
Well, if you're that neutral, just do her in.
I mean,
I'm not looking.
I thought that was an option.
it is.
Let's
an
go
option,
to
but-
the.
It
the
is.
place
I
where-
mean, character-wise, like Daha Bey cannot say, "Oh yeah, we should like totally kill her," because
Same.
I would love to say that. but I
Yeah,
can't.
Me
but
too.
Mikhail is neutral good, so like he's trying to be
Oh.
a good guy, so he doesn't want to kill her, but
But
she
what
is the
about
bad
the
guy.
great-
I
or
think
good?
she does deserve
Oh,
some kind of trial.
Yeah, but
Octrin,
for now,
Okrin's
though-
just holding Sardic's tear like, yes, no, yes, no, yes,
yeah,
yes.
it's tough. It's a tough one.
So
No,
the matriarch
we
says, "Do
can't
not
do
kill,"
it.
so we do not kill.
We can't do it, but we can check out the storage area where they have like the holy relic shit, possibly.
Are we going in there? I'm just afraid of getting attacked by her shitty guards. We're already.
I think
almost dead.
she killed all of the people here. Like, there's
But
literally
there were-
been
we
no
heard
one.
people in there.
Oh, we heard.
There
I
was
wonder if they
people in
were
there.
just hiding in there.
They're just hiding from her.
Yeah,
Oh, I will.
They may thank us. They may thank us.
I will say this: this entire space in the interiors has been worked out, and when you were at fuller health and a short rest, and you were there, I felt pretty confident that you could probably deal with these guys. But in your current state of being,
I have one
It-
first
it-
level spell
we
slot.
would. I said kind of before the game, like maybe 3 to 5 sessions left of the narrative.
Yeah.
You definitely, if you wanted it to be 1, that'd be the way to go. I'm just saying, the guards will kill you.
I
Okay,
think we got. I
let's
think
not
we got to
go
get
there.
out of here.
Your current state of being, and I do appreciate the idea of plunder, but
Yeah.
again, there is
Dahabe tried to
No.
tell y'all.
All right, let's get out of here. Like, we need
Listen to Dahabe.
to go somewhere safe-ish.
Okay, so is the plan to try and exit,
Yes.
and you have her with you? Is that right?
And hold on, we
We tie her up
remember. Is there
and-
any way to get to that door that had the stairs that went, and we could see that there was it outside?
So yeah, you can get back to the tower. The
Hold on.
tower's been cleared of all the bodies
As
that
we-
were in it.
If we're
Did
moving
anybody let
around,
that orc lady know that we were done with the abyss?
no, we don't have time for that.
Who's the
So
orc lady?
there was an orc lady that was sleeping in the basement of the church.
Oh, that's right, her. I think she's trapped there. Didn't the church collapse
Whoops.
mostly?
Yeah, the church collapsed on her.
Oh
Whoops.
shit, we should go check on her.
God damn it, Okran. Why do you
Got
have to
plenty
be
of-
so good?
Food and drink down there. She'll be okay.
But she won't be able to get out.
Oh yeah.
If
Can
do
we
go
at
back-
least go check if it's
if you do
feasible
go back
for
and
us?
check, what you'll note is the very long fortification that was kind of in the center point of the church descended in such a way that it landed on the pulpit. So there is a large amount of rubble and stone, and some of it's still solid and walled over top of the
So
pulpit
there's
space.
no way.
It doesn't look like it crushed the floor, but it
But
does
there's-
look like it broke.
Is it liftable?
No,
No.
not by you.
Rip. All right, let's go.
Yeah. All right. All right, P. Let's
Should have come out with us and helped us. Anyway,
Right?
That's
Should
our
have been a
fault.
little bitch.
Okay.
We are tying up and gagging the abbess. I
Okay.
do not want her waking up and uttering fucking spells and shit.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And her hands will be tied.
And then
Tied
you're
hands.
going to move up to the tower, re-enter it, re-ascend it to see if you can see what's going on down.
I would like to, yes.
Gate.
And then we would also, that's also where those doors were, right?
What doors?
Where, so like there was a room and it had doors, and one of the doors was locked. And when we opened it, there was like stairs or something, or a tunnel, and at the end was that cave that you said we could have found on the beach.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, so an escape is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So, yeah, from the vantage point of the tower, when you ascend, the first person who kind of rises up into the tower and looks out that way would see that there is no fire in this bright kind of afternoon light. There is still a bit of smoke kind of billowing from Gateneath, but the main things that you'll note that are concerning is that there are no longer tents outside of Gateneath, as there is no opposing force outside of Gateneath. Instead, it seems now it's a fully occupying force. Looks like the entirety of Gateneath is bustling with activity, as if it were before the evacuation of Gateneath. It looks like the folks who were left to man it without proper leadership probably retreated or were defeated handedly in combat. You would see that the banners that are rising from places of position where flags would be hoisted, such as the top of the keep, it appears that the standard in question is a bright yellow flag with what appears to be a dagger-like shape. You've seen this symbol very faintly before. It's a blusa with all of its legs extended downwards. It almost looks like a punching dagger from a distance.
That's a choice.
We could offer the priestess to the Denisovans.
There was one more thing. You also notice that it appears that there are forces moving up the mountain. It doesn't look like they're very close, but we'll probably be here in the better part of 6 to 8 hours. So just by nightfall. Just after nightfall.
Should have stayed in the fucking
long rest.
wilds.
So again,
Long rest.
No.
That wouldn't be
Long
a bad
rest,
idea.
and then we
Champion.
wake up and they're right
Champion.
there.
He's ready to go. He says, fuck it, we're fighting
He's
here.
like, we're fighting them.
This is our new house.
Okay. So Magpie, you were talking about that, like the ladder that went down, and then we were in those tunnels where there was like a lot of wind, and then like we jumped and the wind like woo. No, we can't get there anymore.
She's
No.
not talking about that. She's talking about there's another passageway that leads out, but it leads
To the
out
beach.
this way and then out down to the back. Or no, you're talking about back in. Okay, I know what you're talking about. You're
We
talking
get back
about
to the library.
over here. You're talking about the doors that lead out to the cliff that looks over the beach.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the doors.
Yeah, you can make it there, no problem. Is your goal to make it down to the beach?
I feel like if we can at least like kind of sequester ourselves there and maybe lock the door behind us, because we do have a key, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can at least like regroup and then go down.
Okay.
Like I don't know if that's like a short rest or whatever.
Yeah, so you can make it over to the place where the doors are, stop and pause for an hour, and take a short rest. You can go ahead and do that now, and then you're gonna make your way down the switchbacks that lead down to the beach. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there's switchbacks? I
Yeah,
thought we
there's
were gonna have to climb.
No, yeah, there was a path.
Okay. I mean, we don't have to rest then unless you guys want to.
A
Or, like,
short rest
regain
won't
health and
help
stuff.
me, unfortunately. What about the rest of you guys?
I don't
Short
have
rest?
any.
Nope.
I don't have any hit die.
Neither do I. We used them
I've
all
got
last
one
short
hit
rest.
die remaining.
I have
Okay.
Well, maybe we should use them. It's
My
just an
max
I'm
hour.
also
Sense
still
is-
cursed.
12.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Okrin is
Still
still cursed.
cursed.
Okay.
Oh, we should kill Okrin. That way he won't be cursed anymore.
How many?
I
How many 300 gold piece diamonds we get out of that?
I don't have any
No,
more spell
gone.
slots.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay, let's just get down to the beach
No,
and then
we'll
rest.
save killing Okrin for tomorrow morning.
You can also
Yeah.
memorize this. You could also memorize the spell Remove Curse, which I did say would work on.
That's
Nah,
that's what
Oh,
I
a short
Revivify
rest?
seems better.
No, on a long rest, you'll need to long rest.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's get down to the beach and then take a long rest.
We definitely went the long way to cure Morax's curse.
Can we try to go back to the library?
The Feywild Library?
Yeah, is that accessible
Oh.
from the beach?
It could
We
be.
just hang out there forever
We could just stay there
and
forever.
never grow
yeah.
old and never
That's what I'm
face
saying, like-
consequences.
Gateneath, what? I don't know her. You know?
All the
Oh,
most
knows the library.
most of the people got away.
So,
I think my guard boyfriend is dead though.
do you remember what?
Honey, there's a lot of fish in the sea.
Do you remember what the purpose of the armies attacking Gateneath were?
To get
for
the
the
book.
book.
To get the book. So they're gonna go to the library.
Library. Yeah.
So that's not where
Do
we
they know
want
the
to be.
library is there?
I think we told them about the library.
Did we really?
No, we did not.
No.
We just,
I don't think we even knew it was a
Magpie,
thing
don't
before
say
we.
that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't know it was a thing
No.
before we got there.
Yeah, you didn't know.
What if we burn this whole place down?
Most of it's rock.
I don't.
That won't work. Then we would have to explode it.
And as we,
We
dis-
would-
well, as
we
we
need lots of
discussed,
dynamite.
bullets bounced off of the
Yeah.
stone of
Wait,
the place.
Mikhail,
it
you got
took like
thermite?
a mystical
I don't, unfortunately.
Damn.
rip in
I
the
wish.
We should have
Either-
let that fucking black hole keep growing.
Yeah, it would have
Right.
sucked up the entire world.
That would've
Oh.
if the whole world gets sucked up into it, the black hole,
And it doesn't
then
matter.
I will say this: that was never
Problem
an
solved.
option. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understood what happened, but
Like a great order person came and fixed it.
thank you. Kevin.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, pretty much. It wasn't
who
the
was
coolest.
that? Not a
if-
character.
If it was somebody like Venkar the Dark or something, that'd have been much more cool. But we'll take whoever we can get.
I don't think Venkar. No, Venkar's not Great Order.
Probably not.
No, he's currently ruling in Manigold.
Okay.
Like he's a Lich Dragonborn. Like, yeah.
Lich,
A lot.
shut
He's-
up.
He's the one who sided with the Schism and forced everybody out of the Dragon Isles.
He seems busy.
What a
It's-
jerk.
What an asshole. Yeah, he's
He was the bad guy. What
he's
can
a
I say?
bad
He was a
guy.
bad guy. He was a bad guy.
He made a bad man.
I did. He was bad. But he
Bad
was
boy.
fun.
Yeah.
He was fun anyways. So anyways, no, like we're running out of options. I mean, maybe we should just go down to the beach and then because they're
Let's
gonna
have a
come up.
beach episode.
Yeah, we could have a beach episode. That'd be really
Beach
cool. And it'll be
episode.
we could
God damn
do weekend at
We'll play
Bernie's
volleyball.
with the body.
Oh my
you
god.
know?
We could have
We could-
swimsuits.
Yeah, we could set
Play
him like in a,
swimsuits, volleyball.
have him rest in there.
I can come out of the ocean and just
Yeah.
shake and get everyone else wet.
Mojitos.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Oh,
great.
Mojitos.
Oh,
Okrin in like board shorts with little cheese wheels on them.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who did the episode where like
Oh my god.
they beat the villain?
we could have
and then
Casey with a
she
bunch
comes
of
back
drinks.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm friendly now. Let's
You
know?
play volleyball."
Bitches in a swimsuit.
Right.
Of course.
No.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like the DOA.
And
She's
she's just
suddenly that
spiking on us.
dead Disney anime
That's
girl.
exactly what
Yeah,
I thought
for
of.
sure.
John?
DOA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cheese wheels.
Cheese wheels. I love it. So, yeah, what would you like to do after your short rest that looked like it was very eventful? Nobody
Well,
knows
I
anything.
did gain three bardic die just in case.
Well, nice.
Morax gets the abilities that refresh on second wind back,
7.
which I think is everything for fighter.
I think so. I get my.
I have a
second
question
win.
mechanically.
Yeah,
I lost all of that max health. Is there any way to?
great question. Make a religion
Greater
check.
restoration?
I don't have religion trained.
We have no religious
You
people in
have
this
no
group.
idea.
Wait, maybe Morax knows. He's a paladin. He might know.
No, I'm
religion.
not.
And yeah,
Aren't you?
Fighter.
Oh, you're a
Sweat.
fighter. Oh, son of a bitch. I thought he was a paladin.
Sir, I don't know
You
shit
know
about
what?
religion.
You know what? It was fucking summer.
Yeah.
God damn it,
I think
Elizabeth.
that's
we
I
were
think
screwed
that's
when
why I
Elizabeth
didn't
left.
take religion. I took something else that I thought would be
You had a
useful because
priest.
we had summer.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, I do have you down as a fighter here, Chris, in my notes. So at least my notes were
Okay.
right. I just didn't
Okay.
know in my head.
Can I do medicine?
All of Sunday has no Arcana.
Wow, that's
And they're a group of conglomerate agents.
what? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, that's crazy.
Folks
I
don't
have
know how to select
Oh, yeah.
skills, I'm telling you.
no.
Can I do a medicine check to see if there's anything I can do for Dahabe?
What? What did you ask? I'm sorry, my brain
Is
was...
Can I do a medicine check to see if there's anything I can do to like cure Dahabe of fatigue or whatever
no,
the hell
so
it is?
it would definitely be a religion check because it's kind of a supernatural undead thing that's happening here.
Maybe we could ask her when she wakes up. We can ask her what we have to do because she might know the abbess.
Yeah, but the idea of taking her gag out really frightens me.
Yeah.
True, but she will be tied up and helpless. So if she does something, she's gonna have to
She
do it.
can
all.
cast
Misty
any
Step,
spell
I'm pretty
that
sure, is only
requires
verbal.
verbal.
That's true. It's a risk. Anyways. Hey, wait.
Those
Summer
teleport.
Summer is still alive in some other city, so we could bring a guest person in, Elizabeth, and she could tell us
How
what
would
to
she
do.
get here?
She's in that other
Through enemy lines. She's
Well,
not Owen
yeah.
Wilson.
You know
this
what?
isn't gonna happen.
You know what? She's a gnome.
She's not Owen
She's a
Wilson.
gnome. Yeah.
It's like all this temporal shit has fucked up my spatial recognition. I don't
Right.
know where we are anymore.
No. Well, I'm hoping. Well, that's a good point. We'll have to do something else, I guess. Whatevs.
Okay, so after the
No.
short rest, what I will note, just so you are aware, she's no longer unconscious.
She's
Oh.
unconscious.
Can someone bonk her on the head? Knock her out.
I will let you know, like in the real world, knocking a person out is not great for them. So I just want to make sure
No.
you're aware.
It's really bad for their head.
I
to
mean,
knock
I
them
don't.
unconscious.
That
I don't
happens in this game as well.
I
So I
don't
just
care.
want to make sure you understand.
Yeah, let's not just knock her unconscious. Can we do?
But
I thought this was our imagination, John.
Just put him,
Yeah.
just put him to sleep.
Put her to,
I
put her in
stand
the
by
sleeper
handing
hole.
her over to the Dennis Otvins and just letting
Yeah.
them deal with it. Like, you wanted the book from the Abbess. Here's the Abbess.
Here's the
Ask her
Abbess.
where
You
it
want
went.
to be in
She probably
charge?
knows where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could say we thought you wanted to book it with the abbess, so here she is. Book it and then get out of our area.
Oh,
Well, also, they wanted to be in charge.
Yeah.
There you go. Have a trial.
Are
or
you
whatever.
going to stay there and wait for the handoff, or are you just going to leave her somewhere very noticeable?
With a note.
Yeah, let's leave her with a note. That might be better.
Dear Dennis Otvins,
Yeah.
here's the Abbess.
Tied up to a tree halfway up the trail.
There she is. Easily
Merry
seen.
Christmas. You're welcome.
Ask and ye shall receive, Gateneath.
Even though you fucking burned.
Right? You stole my town. Oh,
Should have
God.
waited longer.
Right. I don't know what to do.
She is technically conscious, and she's she doesn't look mad. She actually looks very calm.
Well, yeah, because she's fucking deranged.
It's almost as if she keeps on looking at Casey in this kind of like thankful eyes.
Oh, great. You made a new friend.
She's imprinted.
She's printed on
Casey has a
on
pet.
them.
A pet maniac.
Nice.
Now we all have pet maniacs.
This is true. I do have an assassin shapeshifter.
Is that your pet or is that Chris's?
It's not mine.
No,
I don't want
he's
it.
my pet.
I don't want the fucking thing.
I don't want the fucker.
Against the Dennis office.
I wonder what happened to him down there.
He's probably had the time of his life.
He's fine.
And now he's pretending to be a Dennis Hopkins so he can kill them. Ideas?
Oh, that was in books. Sorry.
I don't know. This is just way out of my pay grade.
I'm not old enough for this. I need an adult. Casey, help.
In character, Casey did what they set out to do, which was to return the book that their masters took from the library.
Yeah.
Casey's old. Casey has no city. Casey has no people. They are waiting for directions. They no longer have direction.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Okay.
We did.
Out of character, you could just take the gag off and see what fucking happens.
I mean,
she looks
yeah.
thankful. It could just be that whatever that thing that was inside of her is now out of her that was causing the
True.
problem. She doesn't have access to the chronomancy book anymore. So
Does she look as crazy?
I mean, she looks exactly the same as she did.
Does she smell crazy?
Yeah. I guess.
Does she smell crazy?
She smells exactly the same as she did. And you didn't really get a good whiff of her up on the roof in the high winds.
Can I get a whiff now?
And so the two of you are just smelling her? Okay, maybe this
Yeah, this has gotten really weird.
Yes, we are.
It's kind of like that DOA game, John. Bunch of perverts.
What's a DOA?
Dead or Alive. They made a volleyball game that was basically just TNA.
Okay, I remember.
I mean, that masterpiece.
That masterpiece.
Do you know how long they spent coding those physics?
John, that's my favorite game of all time.
I'm confused.
Fair.
For the record, it's not my favorite
get
game of all
advantage for
time.
So many
I want that to be on the record.
So many unlockables. Don't worry, I'm gonna clip it and send it to everyone.
Okay.
Yay?
Fake news.
Fake news. You took it out of context. Okay, so anyways, what are you folks doing?
We did have sort of a bit of a deal with the Dennis Atvins, so maybe if we just head on down the mountain, they won't slaughter us at first sight.
We also don't have the book.
We could
that they
also
want.
always escape through the woods.
What was our deal with the Dennis Salmons?
They wanted the book.
Yeah.
You do not have the book.
We don't
No.
have that.
But we have someone who had the book.
What are they going to do with that?
I don't know. They're
They're
not
gonna
smart.
torture her and like try to figure out where.
And get access to the library.
Torture. Why would I use such a unsound, inaccurate means?
They've got
Acquiring
magic. They'll
information?
probably just like read her mind or something. Which, yeah.
You know,
I thought the Sanguine sisters just.
You know what's
kinda
great
violent.
about the spell speak with Dad? Dad can't resist.
Oh shit.
Cringe.
Yeah, no, I know. Cringe for sure. A lot of magic in D&D is cringe.
Basically, like all enchantment magic.
All enchantment magic is cringe as
Yeah.
fuck. Sorry. Enchantment is worse than necromancy. In my
Oh yeah. Shout.
Yeah, like hold person, right?
Yeah. Creepy. Anyways.
I'm kidding.
I vote we make our way down the mountains, and I guess since we don't have the book, we sneak away.
So
And
we
what do
could
we
go.
do with the abbess?
I don't know. We'll carry her on our shoulders or something.
Maybe we should talk to about this.
I mean, we can ask her yes or no question.
Oh yeah, we could.
Well, and then if she starts to utter a spell.
No,
No,
like I mean,
she
she
can
can
just nod her
She
head.
can
remain.
nod or shake her head, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but how would, like, this is just out of character, like, how would we question her to find out, like, what we need to know? Like, we can't just say,
What
are
is
you
she
still
gonna tell
evil?
us?
Like, do you know what happened to you? Just see what she says. Or what have you got to say for yourself, and see what she says. But if we don't ungag her, we're not going to really get
don't
much of a story. We're going to get yes or no.
Know that in character, I don't know that that's something that Evangeline would necessarily care about right now.
Yeah.
It'd be more like, do you want to take your chances with the Dennis Otmans, or do you want to come with us and cooperate?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So like,
I
like it would be something like that.
Yeah.
Ask that question.
Okay, so she would basically explain the situation like, you're alive, the Dennis Otmans are on their way. You had something that they wanted. And then just kind of essentially phrase it like, you can come with us if you cooperate and you don't try to harm us. Or you can stay here.
There's no response, and if you offer the question, she doesn't nod or shake her head. She just kind of looks up at you, and again, she doesn't look like she's angry. She doesn't look like she's mad. She just has this very tranquil look to her eyes, even though she's gagged and tied up. She looks serene.
I don't like it.
Does she smell like weed? Maybe she's high.
Well,
Maybe
it
she's
turns
high.
out a really important part of the ritual
is
was to smoke bowl.
You did see the bowls downstairs.
We did see the bowls.
Soul bowls.
And the smoke was green, which is common cartoon depiction
You go.
of either poison or recreational smoke. And farts. I don't know what else to ask her.
The world is yours.
I don't want it.
The world is yours.
It's too much, John. It's too much.
I mean, I've laid out the scenario to the point where
I don't want to stay here in.
I don't want to stay here either, but I don't know whether or not we should take her. Like, I don't know what is going on right now. There's something wrong with her. Or maybe this is how she normally is, and there's just been something wrong with her since we met her.
I think there is something wrong with her. There's always been something wrong with her. Just look at her.
Well, yeah, but which is the normal?
No,
is this the normal?
Has this woman ever been normal?
I don't know. She always just seems angry.
She's clearly like, it's that like slow blinking of like things are happening around her, and like she's cognizant of it, but she's just like totally chill, and she's just like looking from each person that they're speaking, and just kind of like
Jesus.
Just chill.
There's something wrong. I don't think we can leave her here. I don't know what they're gonna do. But she's creeping me out.
When your fragrance really high. You don't want to leave them behind in the house.
That's right. You gotta friends watch out for friends, right?
And you just like, what are you? Okay, all right. Here's a snack.
I mean, she's been in a lot of trouble. We can just
You still have the Sard exterior and are kind of gesturing it at her.
Yeah, huh?
Okay, so even with that gesture and like the threat of violence kind of implied there, she still maintains the same state of not caring.
Weird.
Maybe the right thing to do would be to release her from whatever state she's in right now.
What do you mean?
If we ungag her, I'll take care of her. Don't worry.
She almost looks at you like Okran, as if she's like, when you say that, I'll take care of her. Don't worry. She kind of looks at you like there's almost like a smile behind the everything. It's like she's smiling at that idea.
Never mind. Don't do that.
Like a yes please smile.
Oh yeah, it's
like
it's almost like a yes please kind of like look, like she's looking at him like that's fine.
So she's basically trapped in her body.
Oh, like
she's
accepting.
trapped in rope bindings and a gag in her mouth. That's what she's trapped by currently.
But if he says, but she wants to be killed.
She hasn't said shit.
We haven't unbound her.
It's
yet.
either
she
that
also
or
hasn't
she's
agreed
like.
to cooperate, so
and
not hurt us.
70% of communication is nonverbal.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what it looks like she's implying.
Nothing.
Well,
General apathy.
You can leave her and make your way down the beach. You can keep staring at her.
Who wants to leave her?
You can pull the mask off and talk to her. You can kill her. You could throw her off a cliff.
We need to take a poll.
Yes. The famous democracy.
You know what, Zach?
That's exactly what we've been this entire time. Angel.
Of course. I say we talk to her.
So
remember the
think...
doppelganger problem?
Hey, I got a pet doppelganger out of that.
Pomegranate.
That wasn't the thing.
I wrote it down.
Magpie. So I think the matriarch and Dahabe would say, let's bring her with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would?
Because I don't feel comfortable leaving her here.
What would
not
make
knowing what state of mind that she's in.
Leave her or take her.
Elderberry.
Yeah.
That was a safe word.
Yeah.
One of them.
I remember I remember it now.
Yeah, I think we should take her with us. If we're not, I agree with what Okran said. We should like talk to her a little bit because I don't think she's going to be able to defeat.
Okran did not say that.
I do say it.
Okran wants to kill her.
He said it, but everybody was talking. I heard him say it.
Oh, sorry.
That's like maybe a couple minutes ago or a minute ago.
Just said it
He's
again.
He did.
Yeah.
He's kind of equating his whole town being destroyed to her right now.
Yeah, I kind of.
That's fair.
To her.
Okay.
But it could backfire on us.
So we're gonna interrogate her here or elsewhere.
Elsewhere. I don't think we should stay here because these guards are gonna fuck us up.
So let's leave, and we're going into the woods or on the beach.
The beach is serene. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beach
so
party.
can we retreat to the beach?
Yeah.
Does she walk if we try to make her walk?
If you free her legs to do so, yeah.
Yeah.
And she doesn't try to flee.
She seems to be kind of very receptive to your attempts to move her. She's very pliable.
Man, this is like the fucking hags all over again.
The Hags?
Wait.
What game was that?
Wait.
Friday.
It was a Friday game thing.
Friday game.
All right, you descend.
I wasn't there for that.
No.
You descend down the
God.
mountain. The weather is much better at kind of a lower altitude. Not like it's bright sun shiny. It's still a bit cloudy, but it's not snowing or anything. You're not close enough to the clouds for that to be a hang up. There's a kind of bit of sun shining through, but it is a mostly cloudy into the afternoon by this point, like well into the afternoon. Like it's that kind of type of afternoon, like when you're driving home, the sun's always in your eyes no matter where you're going. Kind of afternoon. Yeah, you get down onto the beach and into the bay, Urmerag Bay. Sands are white and neat, and there's decent amount of stones about the area, small little alcoves, a good kind of grouping of volcanic rock here and there that can be seen, and a nice enough place to kind of set up and kind of place her down. As it's kind of late in the hour, it also would probably be smart to start seeking out things to help you with a camp. I do want, before we make it to the base though, Mikhail, can you go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yep, I'm working on it. I actually had shut my character sheet.
No worries.
All right, con save. Con save or a con check?
Save.
Con save. Oops. See how we do. 13. Lucky 13.
So without the cloak and without like the back of your shirt, as you're kind of making your way out into the cold, it did die down, the wind, but it's still quite temperately bad for the first leg of the journey. But you managed to kind of grit your teeth, bear it, walking down, feeling the cold kind of fresh against your new scars on your back. You make it down to the beach, and it's a reprieve, to be sure. Some of you are kind of very quickly kind of unbundling, and the temperature is warm enough, and she goes to wherever you want her to be.
We should probably take turns watching her. I don't trust her.
Well,
Is our intention to keep her bound and gagged? That seems.
Well-
I don't know.
I thought we were gonna interrogate her.
Yeah.
So let's start with that. So
the
who
gag
wanted to interrogate?
open.
Well, it
Okay,
depends
now
on,
Mel?
depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you want to like have somebody who's going to be able to just talk with them without intimidating them, I think I would probably be best at that because I have a decent charisma, and I have what am I call it? No, actually, I do have intimidation too. So I have deception.
You let him speak his piece and then you gag her
performance,
and
all that
respond.
stuff.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I could be a good cop.
I'll be bad cop.
And Morax, who is a cop, will be neither.
Morax will just
He'll be neutral cop.
he's
I'll be
neutral
actual cop.
He'll
He's
be the
actual cop.
sheriff
Actual
behind
cop.
the two-way glass.
No.
Exactly.
Or the one-way glass. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, one way. Two-way glass
I'll
is
be
just normal glass.
Yeah.
Two-way glass.
That's just
Oh,
a
you
window.
just
All right, game's over. Game's over.
Go on.
Sass to me. I thought it
Did you expect anything less from us,
No,
John?
I didn't. Okay, so you're speaking your piece. Go ahead.
So I say we leave her tied up, her arms, and then we just ungag her and we
Yeah.
can talk with her a little bit and see what she does.
Okay, done.
So then we
Start
say,
talking, bud.
Okay, now I have to do a freaking Russian accent. Never mind, I'm not going to do it.
Do
It's
it!
end game stuff. Okay.
You have to.
Uh,
you have to.
I am. If did we did meet her, so she knows who we all are and everything. So I'm not going to do any introductions or anything. Okay. Do you remember what happened to you just a little bit ago? What
You asked
happened?
that, and
Yeah,
then
I'm asking that.
and then
yeah,
you
I'm
unbind her.
Yeah, I'm not unbinding.
No,
her.
we're
We-
ungagging
we,
her.
we leave her hands tied.
And then what was your question?
I just said, do you remember what happened? What happened
You
just a
take
little bit ago?
the gag off. And she says, "Of course
Yeah.
I do. I was there."
Yeah, but what do you remember?
What
Let's
do you
start out with
mean?
easy questions.
What do I remember? I remember everything.
Okay. Why did you do what you did?
Same reason I've done it 1 trillion times before. Obviously, you'd been to the library and should understand this. You had the Narpus sword. It was given to you by the custodian, was it not?
Is that true? Was it given to us? Where'd you get that?
Yeah.
Sword? Okay.
Oh yeah, in the book pit.
Yeah.
She looks at Casey and just kind of ignoring Miguel says, I can't tell you how much I thank you. And all the times that this has happened, all the times that things like this have happened, every single time, you and yours watched as I was taken, ripped back to the beginning, forced to do it again, try in vain to do it differently. I thought that if I was nice to you, when I eventually was revealed to be doing what I was trying to do, you might have some sympathy. It didn't happen. I thought that maybe if I tried to ignore the path entirely and befriend you all and work together to try and defend Gateneath, it might end up different. And every single time I ended up the way you saw me before you did what you did. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And even if you, looking over to Okran and then back to Casey, do mean to end my life, I can tell you it is a sweeter fate than the one I've been suffering already.
Sometimes, when someone asks for help, you help them. You're welcome.
So, despite your best efforts, nothing changes. But this time I get to watch it unfold instead of being ripped back. To watch it start again from the beginning. It's a small pleasure, I suppose. Even if I choose my fate to be otherwise, I will still know that it will continue on instead of starting again.
Is this a fate? This is a fate that you haven't seen before.
Correct.
So, all of the rewritten like timelines, that was you going back each time.
Yes. I start out in the same place. I'm being handed a book by a mage. I've escaped the Shadow Dark and entered into the library. That's where it all begins. And then I make my way up. I start the monastery. I help Gateneath sometimes. I destroy it sometimes. I've tried just about every way you could probably imagine to run through this scenario. But it always plays out the same. The mountain will come to life.
Even still?
Except this time, right?
I think so. I don't see why not. You've sent the book back before. That's no different. The only thing that's changed here is that I'm here to talk to you, instead of being ripped back in time by Atma.
So, what do we do now?
Whatever you want. You're free to make your own fate. You're
So
entitled to something that I haven't had the freedom of for... I cannot count the number of times I've relived this life over and over again.
Will you keep trying?
No. Why? I'm
Doesn't
free.
have to.
It's going to happen. I can't stop it. I've tried.
Will the Denisatmans try to bring the mountain back
No,
to
they
life?
won't try. They'll succeed. It's written in the fates. It's already bound to happen.
Well, we broke the fates. Your fate.
Fair. I agree, but I don't think this changes. What do you plan to do? What's your goal?
Well, we thought we just accomplished it.
I will say this has definitely been an interesting time. Not unique, wholly, but definitely a strange blend of circumstances.
Does the person in the library, do they know that you're Lupin?
Perhaps. I don't know what's beyond my knowledge. I know what I know. I know sometimes Evangeline doesn't step forward to defend and surrenders face to face at the first messenger. I know at other points Dahabe's fiery nature is not brandished in such a fashion as it was in this instance to cause them to attack so quickly. Sometimes the pressure is not placed upon you to the point where I am required to complete the ritual so quickly. Sometimes the dragon is found, sometimes the dragon is not found. Sometimes the head is cut off the serpent, and still the wildless abandon of their forces press forward. At other points, you are stabbed in the back when you put too much faith in your relatives. At some points, old ways die hard, and the dagger behind you is your own captain of the guard.
Evangeline just like looks over at Morax like
Sometimes the Wanderer isn't a rat folk, his compatriots. Sometimes it's Jannar, and sometimes it's another fellow. Sometimes Summer stays, sometimes Summer doesn't.
But every time the mountain comes to life and flattens everything.
In this place, yes. Beyond that, that's the ending. I don't know what happens after that, but I'm sure the narrative is not sweet for the folks in this area. And what happens with the story after that point, I don't know, but I get to see it this time.
Is that what you wish to do with your freedom? Witness the aftermath?
I don't really care what I get to do, other than something I have not done yet.
Were you to choose, though, what would you choose?
Fortunately, with so many options, it becomes like I'm locked in this permanent state of indecision.
that sounds familiar.
Netflix.
Right? Right? Spend an hour and a half looking for something.
This is all shit. So
Yeah.
she would say, there are so many solutions. There are so many options. None have succeeded. But what I want to do with my life after the failure of stopping this abomination from rising up, no matter what, bending the rules, allowing bedlam and order to mix inside of me, I don't care. It doesn't matter anymore. This time was especially horrific. I did some things I'm not proud of. And this is the one I have to stick with. But to me, they've died thousands of times. You've died thousands of times. I've died trillions of times. Every time. So, when you ask me what do I want death to be final. I want those that died not to have had to suffer because of me. I want you to have everything that you wish you could have. I want the best for the world. In my attempt to try and grant that, I have failed. So I don't care. I already know how this goes. What do you want? To return to the library? For what? To make sure the book was safely checked in? To see if you can find this specific story in the scattering of papers on the desk?
Can the mountain be awakened without the book?
The Denisotbans are believed to be the ones who crafted the book. Or at least one amongst their number. From what I understand, an anomaly of a being was responsible for its crafting. The lore inside may not be precisely known by them, but undoubtedly some of its secrets are theirs already. So I would assume yes, as this scenario has played out before.
Then why were they so adamant?
There might be something that's not this that they wish to have the book for. I don't see beyond the mountain walking.
But you've seen the book extensively. No?
Indeed.
Is there anything you can think of that's contained within they might wish to obtain?
I can tell you that my knowledge of Arcana, despite the efforts to train it over so much time, have not amounted to anything that I have considered useful. But I understand my perspective is limited. Even though I've had a large number of times to perceive the book, work towards finding a goal, I don't think it's in my power to calculate what might happen with the book or why they would want it.
I'm just picturing her with the most extreme choose your own adventure book. And like each time she's like going back to the last option.
Oh yeah.
And like picking a different one.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god.
And tree-wise, very similar on this end for you guys.
Goodness.
Can we
the only
close
thing that
off? Do the Denisotbans know about the library?
I don't know what they know.
In
attempts to treat with them, I have suffered the same fate each time. They know me from the onset. How they know me, I do not know. And each time I meet or try to meet with them, the same result. Every time. A much quicker demise of Gately, a much quicker ascent of the mountain, a much quicker resurrection of it. The only thing I can think that might be true of that is that they know that I'm walking the path that I walk, this circular, auricular path that I continue on, or have continued on until looking to Casey. They must know, right? You said they sought me out and they sought the book out. every time that they were allowed to try and acquire it. Sometimes I kept it down in or kept it up in Urmurang. Sometimes in the reliquary. Sometimes on my person. Sometimes with you, even though the town was being attacked. Sometimes I personally would return it to the library and ignore the world above. It did not matter. Did not matter. Each time my visions, my essence ends with the mountain rising up of the shore.
Did you ever try to destroy the book?
Yes.
What
What
happened?
happens then?
The same.
So they are not dependent on the book.
Correct.
Hmm.
I thought in some instances, in this specific one, that if I brought the mountain to life personally, then at least I could control it. Because I could use it for my own ends. The times in the past that I've done it, well, you've stopped me. Or I've butchered you all and succeeded. Ultimately, it doesn't change the fact that the mountain rises and the narrative ends. I suppose the question is for you, because you asked me what I wanted to do now that I am out of my loop. For you, you were never in a loop. This is your one true path, untainted by the horrors of chronomancy. Gateneath is probably beyond your saving. Checking in on the book does you what good?
And if the mountain comes to life, then probably the whole continent's fucked, aren't they?
She looked directly into Evangeline's eyes. If memory serves, you were able to get your family to Card, were you not?
And much of the town, yes.
Then I would suggest you think on what you really should be caring about.
It has always been the people of Gateway.
What you specifically care about. And what you can do now. And with that, we'll end the session. Thanks for watching those that did, and we'll pick up next session as they try and figure out what they need to do in the aftermath.
And I stabbed the abyss. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
See you next time.
In the throat.
Yeah.